Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka,
I see,
booyaka,
man. I
booyaka.
swear, man.
Yep. You
Yeah,
know what's
man.
coming. Yep. Booyaka, 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 booyaka. And
Yeah,
I
man.
got the KRS one in the background. Booyaka, booyaka. My dog, Boss Cowboy, came in with the booyaka, booyaka. The booyaka, booyaka.
Hey, man, I got the vibranium, man.
You
I took
feel
my
me?
vibranium, bro. So I'm like, I really feel like, honestly, right now, I feel
Booyaka.
like I'm a Marvel, man. I'm like a superhero right now,
Yes,
man.
and I'm
So
feeling the
everybody need to
superhero.
watch out, man, because Dak done got paid, man. I'm feeling
Oh
good. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
everybody's feeling good. Dak done got paid. I'm still, but we're going. I'm still got some things to say though.
Okay, let's go.
Well, let's hit that first.
Oh, you want to hit that first? You
We
want to
gotta
get them
hit
because
that.
they
We've been
coming in.
talking
You want
about
to
that
give them
for
a second to come?
800,252 years.
Talk that talk, brother.
We've been talking a long time about this damn Dak Prescott contract.
Jesus.
So bad that we didn't even want to talk about it no more. So bad that we was just like, we're not talking nothing, Dak, nothing.
Man,
And then out of nowhere, this came out of nowhere to me. I don't know anybody else, but when KMT called me, that's when I knew something was up. KMT called me. He called me at work, and I was like, "What the? Why is KMT calling me? Something got to be big." And then that's when I seen Dak got signed. So, what's your initial thoughts of a big dog?
Well, I think it was a combination of the opportunity that's getting ready to happen in free agency.
We'll see.
Well, I think it's just so big of a market, and also the fact that Dak had them over a barrel. Like, obviously everybody know now, but most of us was forewarning before it happened that actually signing Dak was going to save them and help them with their cap issues. So we knew that, but most people had to see it to believe it. And so now we kind of at that point to where people starting to see it. And so the fact that they also knew that they was going to put themselves in a place to be able to free up the cash to prepare to even sign their own guys. So I just think that the timing made them have to. And I think that also the fact that you have all the television revenue stuff that's starting to come out and become more, I would say, instead of written in ink, written in pencil, written in ink. Like they already starting to talk about the 17 games, the expanded playoffs. Now you have more information out there about vaccines. By July, should have most people ready to fill stadiums. So the money looks like it's coming up.
100%. Now, let me ask you this. I know this is conspiracy theory right quick, but isn't it funny how when Texas went 100%, no mask, Dak got signed?
Yeah, that's a conspiracy. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a super bad idea. I think he should have just waited till we all kind of got these vaccines.
Texas, you know how Texas
man, how
don't
did
do that.
A mask get politicized? I don't even want to.
No, before we finish that, boss, we got to give our reverence to Marvin Hagler.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Because that stunned me. Shout out, rest in peace, all that good stuff for Marvin Hagler. He died young. He was 56. That's
no,
crazy.
He was 66.
66.
Yeah.
Still young.
Super young.
And it just came out of nowhere. I didn't even read the logistics of it. But everybody's gonna die, boss. You feel me? We're all gonna die.
Right.
But I guess when you seen somebody who was a boxer and was a dog and was a bull like that, as I said before, I loved Hagler. I loved Hearns. But that Hagler Hearns, I watched it live. That to me was the best short. I put it on my tweet, boss. That was the best, shortest fight ever.
Right.
Because it was personal. Like you could see in that fight, it was actually personal. Like they really didn't like each other. And they were going to slug it out. And the way they slugged it out was epic. And Marvin, even when Tommy was hitting him with some good ones, he was just looking at him like, "Come on, that ain't hurt me." He was always like that. So. Shout out to Marvin Hagler, condolences to his family.
It's disrespectful, man. And then also to your point, I think it's also makes us need to be more conscious of our health. And like I said, I didn't look into the background either, but I also know like my boy Big Game, he take care of himself, man. I don't care how many hours he worked. Like, man, he got like 14 jobs, man. But that dude go get in that gym. You know what I mean? He go spend some time working on he's going to spend some time working on.
I'm about to be 50, dog.
And you look good, man.
I appreciate that.
You do,
people
man.
Don't see that. Like people don't understand that. Like I'm almost 50.
I've been rocking
So
with you
young.
for a while, and I know,
Mhm.
man, you been in gym.
I be in that
Like
gym. I just actually
and really, man, if people kind of watch Big, he rewound time. So that shows you could have been a superstar athlete, back in the day. But if you don't take care of yourself as that machine gets some age on it,
yeah.
anything can happen. So that just you right, man. Like we need to all be wise about our health and some kind of way get some exercise.
You feel me? Let me give a few shout outs in the building before we go any further, big dog. Shout out to Boo Thang, Eric Mack, Young Wilson. Shout out to the 499. Holla. What up, Wink? What's up with you, Jay Lombardi? What's up with you, big dog? Good to see you in the building. Tavis Banks, what's up with you? Yes, yes, DFW boys. You know how we do. My PNC, Pardon Crime, baby. D Hill 17. I love y'all, man. Really appreciate y'all. Keep on coming in the building. Henry Hayes, talk this call on Tyrone. I know you're gonna talk that damn Malik Hooker talk tonight. He gonna talk that talk tonight. What up, Queen? How you doing? The Ninja, what's up? That's my goon. He always telling everybody get them damn likes. I appreciate you, the Ninja, my dog. But let's talk about that signing right quick, big dog.
Let's go, G.
This is what I'm gonna say about it first, and then I'm gonna let you kind of just go with it. This is what I will say about the Stephen Jones and them signing him. I give the Joneses props because people are like, oh, you always dogging the Joneses. I had people going off of me on Twitter about it. People got on my big game, you always killing the Joneses. You always killing the Joneses. They signed Dak. This is where I give the Joneses credit, boss. You signed Dak before the draft. You signed him before the free agency tag. You signed him before the controversy. Like you got that out of the way, and he got a 4-year deal. He got what he wanted. He basically got what he wanted. 6-year deal essentially, but it's a 4 voids in 4. But he essentially got what he wanted. So in that aspect, yes, I'm happy. And yes, I would give the Joneses props. But here's my but. I'm not giving the Joneses props for something they were supposed to do a long time ago. They were supposed to been signed Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was supposed to been signed. So I'm not going to give you hand claps because you signed somebody that you were supposed to sign. He's already proved that he's been the guy, and he's got nothing but better and better and better. So that was a no-brainer to me. Now, you just did restructures on Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and you may do Amari. We don't know if you're going to touch Tank. We don't know. You did restructure. So 17 to 18 million is open now, right? So if you did those things, you signed Dak and you just did those things, let me know if you got them nuts, baby nuts, Jones, and go out and get a Dalvin Thompson or get aggressive. Or if you see these corners out there, there's going to be a mass play. It's already happening because of the cap. People are getting like, we can't afford these high price veterans, and the veterans are probably going to sign lower, boss, because of the way the salary cap is. This be the year where you can get them at a good number. You feel me?
Yes, boy.
This is a year because it's a COVID year. You can get these really good veterans at a good number because they're not going to get signed crazily anywhere because they're all going to be cautious of COVID. That's why you got cut.
Bang.
Binga bonga bonga binga bonga
Big
bonga
super chat in the
bonga.
house, homie.
Yo, yeah, that's Young Wilson. He going hammer time because we going to Hawaii. He said June, July we'll be there, Young. We will be mother sucking there. Talk to me, boss. How you feeling about what I just said?
Man, I mean, it's really nothing to
nail.
add to it. Super, man. Totally. And it's one of those things to where you want to go forward, right? Like everybody, we want to go forward and be happy and say, okay, glad that's done. But sometimes you do got to go backwards and really look at what happened because, yes, they signed them. And I give them credit for finally coming towards the common sense because it's been common sense, like you said. But then if you look at the opportunity cost, when you actually add up what we lost in this hardball and team-friendly quest that the Joneses, well, I would say more Steven than even Jerry. It was a quest by Steven to try to make his best player team-friendly. And anybody that been following me know that I've been saying for the longest, the last 10, 11 quarterbacks all consecutively set the market in either the average per year and a total guarantee. Been saying that. They finally gave him an offer that was in that area. And what did he do? He signed it because nobody is going to want to be treated different than their peers. It doesn't matter what you do. So you can be a manager at Domino's, you can be an executive for Chase. If you look across the board and at your peers and your numbers are just as good or better. See, because most people say this stupid stuff like he shouldn't get Aaron Rodgers money or he shouldn't get Russell Wilson and all of these people, but it don't work like that.
Right.
It's always about who's next is going to set a new market, and it's really all because the agents are trying to recruit. That's what drives the market. So Jerry and them knew that, but they was trying to be the first, and these country club guys to go in there and see y'all had to pay market. I didn't. I made my brand make him come down, and then you dealing with a guy that knew his value, and so we lost anywhere from easily $40 to $70 million. $40 to $70 million, especially if you look at it over the lifetime of what he should have signed.
Right.
So imagine if he would have signed 2 years ago a $28 to $30 million contract. What would that cap hit be? And it would have likely been 6 years. And you know why I know it would have probably been a 6-year contract? Because 2 years ago, was we talking about the CBA?
Nope.
No, that was written in pencil.
Right.
Yeah, that's in ink. So we know that the revenues, and all that stuff in the 17 games. See, that stuff was in pencil. So once they got close to that deadline, now he was like, say, man, I see how this market getting ready to work and it's getting ready to spike, and I'm not doing no damn 6 year. And he was putting his foot down on that, man. And they should have paid him 2 years ago, and they would have already had him locked up, and we would have been even richer right now.
Right. But at the end of the day, boss, at the end of the day, Cowboys they're not going to be in cap hell. But let me give a few shout outs, because it was all kind of hollers when you was talking, because you bring in that money. Yes, you do.
Yes.
So, Miss Sadiqa Charles, what's up with you? We love you with the $5 holla. And then Young Wilson comes with the $9.99 holla. They said, James, Jerry, and Steven paying themselves into a corner. So no props. If they did their job, they would have been done this 2 years ago. Keep up the great work. High in net. You feel me? He's saying the same thing. And then we got call on Tyrone. He said, Malik Hooker club team. He's team Malik Hooker. Like, if they sign Malik Hooker, I'm giving all the shout outs to Tyrone, because ain't nobody talked about Malik Hooker like Tyrone. I don't give a hell.
I know.
I will jump on Dallas Cowboys news. I will jump on Dallas Cowboys news and say, if somebody said, I was saying something about Malik Hooker. No, you didn't.
Not like
Tyrone Church said something about
forever.
Tyrone.
Yes.
Tyrone is Malik Hooker.
He injuries be damn.
Injuries be damn. He don't give a hell about an injury with Malik Hooker. He don't give a hell. He's getting Malik Hooker. He don't give a hell. Hey, shout out to Adrian Williams with that $4.99 holla. He says, BGJ and Boss Cowboy Sports, one of the best collabs on YouTube. Great knowledge and chemistry. Hey ho!
Hey man, that's that DFW, man. It's
that DFW PMC.
And see, because it's crazy. Because I'm from Dallas. He's from Fort Worth.
Wait till next month when we get together, though.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till next month we get together and do that collab, though.
Yeah, man.
Wait till then.
You got the country boys out the DFW.
What? Man, so. Wait till next month, y'all. We do that collab and it's live together.
Yeah,
y'all ain't ready for that shit.
Yeah, we gonna rock that. You already know.
You feel me? They ain't ready for that, dog. They ain't ready for that. And then shout out to let me see. Tyrone gave another holla. He asked us about how do you feel about defensive tackle Pond? Is it Puno Ford? Is it Pons Ford? Puno Ford? I think it's Puno Ford. I'm hearing Cowboys are interested. Is it Puno? The little tiny guy from Texas? Is that who you talking about, Tyrone? Because I'm gonna keep it real. The only one I want is Dalvin Thompson. I don't give a hell about nobody else, boss.
In free agency?
Pull up your damn book.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
I do. Pull up that damn book. Pull up that damn book.
Because I know you want more than that.
Yeah, I know I do. Pull up that damn book.
You talked about the Raiders.
Yes, Jonathan Hankins. Pull up that damn book.
You still right on that.
I'm still cool with him.
Yeah, that's a good pick, bro. Like the film. Everything you write as hell. And because I went back and reviewed more tape after that. And at first I was like, yeah, that's a good pick, even more. But then I looked at more tape. I'm like, shit. Like, it's not even, that's like a super pick. And that's one thing about the book, since you brought it up, that we do, what we talk about in my book is not just draft picks, but also free agents. So yeah. So no, that's a good one for sure.
And to Wink's point, Wink jumps out there and he says, and I'm giving all the credit to Connor Livesay. Because Connor Livesay came on my show, Big Dog, in December. In December. And he told me about Dalvin Thompson. I wasn't even looking at Dalvin Thompson. Nobody was talking about him, Big Dog. Nobody was talking about Dalvin Thompson. He wrote an article about how the Cowboys should look at him. And so I read the article and I was like, okay. And so then
I remember that.
And I brought Connor on the show immediately after that. And then he broke him down. And so then the Cowboys played the Giants, because that was the last rush. He bull rushed Connor Williams and got that big sack, and he was looking. I was like, oh yeah, he was right. I want him. So all shout outs.
He was a terrorist.
Yes, he was a terrorist. And 27 Cowboys. Look, you can get him. And like my guy Mike White said, he said, hell, try to get a Dexter Lawrence. Give a pick over there and Michael Gallup and get a Dexter Lawrence. Like, they would want a Michael Gallup. They don't have receivers. You feel me? Like, it can work. Like, you got to wheel and deal. You see, here's the thing. It's all exciting that you got Dak in there in the fold, but what'd you say, boss? You set it up for the team to play perfect. You said it yourself. You set up for the team to play perfect, and then they can't miss a beat. They can't miss a first down. They got to get a touchdown every single play because their defense is going to fail them. It's okay to have a good offense and a good defense, boss. That's when you're a perennial team year in and year out. You may not be a perennial Super Bowl team, but you'll be contending for the playoffs year in, year out. And if you get into the playoffs, boss, we all know, if you get into the playoffs, you have a chance, right? So there's nothing wrong with having a good offense and a good defense. So, yes, you signed our quarterback, and that's great, but you still need to shore up this team. Tom Brady didn't go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a bummy-ass squad. He had defense, okay? Aaron Rodgers, even when he signed up, I'm sure he was like, get me defense. If you look at a lot of these quarterbacks that had good teams, Peyton Manning, I'm going to go back to him. That Denver team, when they was setting records, he throwing 55 touchdowns, boss, and doing all this and that. They came against the Seattle Seahawks, and what happened in the Super Bowl? They got mollywopped, right? And then what did Denver Broncos do next year? They went and got DeMarcus Ware. They went out and got defense. And then what happened in the Super Bowl? They won. And did Peyton Manning win that Super Bowl? No, the defense won. I'm just saying, I'm not hating on the offense. I'm really not. You can take offense at the first pick at 10. I'm cool with that. But you need a defense, and stop effing around, Baby Nuts Jones. Let them nuts hang all the way out and get aggressive, because there's going to be hella people out there on the streets. I said a lot. I'm sorry.
No, man, it's I had to take a side because you reminded me of something that really, I'm gonna hurt the fans with this. I'm gonna hurt y'all.
Get them damn likes up too. We got 20 likes and 63 in the building, man. We got one like. We can't have that. I'm sorry, boss.
No, you good, my brother. It's gonna hurt, bro. When you writing a book and you going through the draft candidates and the free agent candidates, sometimes you get hard reminders, bro. And you go hate this. And you go, I know you go know this too, bro. It's just you probably just didn't see it. I didn't see it till late. You remember Josh Jones?
Josh Jones.
Yes, the safety that was picked right before Wooze that we see. It's some
John Johnson, is that who LaDonna said?
No, that's another safety. That safety is out of who she talking about? The Rams. No, Josh Jones is with the Jags. And we signed him, bro. He was
from Green Bay?
Yes,
from Green Bay. And then he went to the Jags.
I broke his tape down, bro. All right, so I'm releasing the video on that.
My God. I thought he was like a second round pick.
Yes. See, well, when you see this film I break down on him, bro, you go be mad, because it's not just not spending your money on the right guys. It's having the right guys in the building, and we like our
right. That's crazy.
We like our guys, and it's like it's a pattern of it. Just peep it. It's a pattern of it.
No, you already know. I know the pattern, dog.
Exactly. It's Like, like the pattern is you bring Will McClay will bring in a guy that makes us better at a bargain price, and we shoot ourselves in the foot. Josh Jones
Player
is
personnel.
balling with the Jags. He's 6'1", 6'2", 220, and ran a 4.4 flat. If it was any draft pick right now in the draft with those measurables and good tape, what would we be saying?
Oh, we'd be all over it. But we
All
had
over.
him. But do you really think that they would try to reunite it? Because now he would cost more, because before he was cheap as hell when we got him off a practice squad. Now, if he played a little bit, he's going to cost money. You think they would really do that? I doubt it. When you already came in the building and you didn't cost any money, you left the building, played, and now you're going to want some money. I don't see the Cowboys doing that.
But I said like this. Yes, I can see it happening because the safety market itself, we've
It's not.
always passed up
Yeah,
on
but it's
good
not.
ones, bro.
But
Like
there's safeties in this market, though, boss. Like, I'm gonna bring up some people. First, let me get to these super chats, boss. Let me holler at these, and then you can do what you want.
yeah.
Shout out to my guy Flor Perrier. He been back in the building. $5 holler. He said, I don't trust Tyron Smith at left tackle. I don't think none of us do. But this is what me and Mike said, that if they drafted your boy Slater, because he's had the all-world combine, whatever, his work at Pro Day, just our luck that you would draft Slater to take his place, and then Tyron Smith to be healthy the next 3 years. He won't get hurt at all. Now I got Miss Adikwa Charles. She asked, boss, James the boss, how do you feel about LaMarcus Joyner? Raiders released defensive back safety LaMarcus Joyner, freeing up $8 million under the salary cap. You go
another
first,
good
boss.
safety in the market, and it's a lot of safeties in the market. It's another good safety in the market. So I already got right. I'm up to 10 super quality safeties that easily upgrades us, and he's just another one. He's going to be a higher price safety because he's already coming off a big ticket. The guys that I want to really target is those guys that really were already smaller to medium-sized tickets, but good starters, like quality starters, like the same guys that we pass up every year, like Trey Boston. He's available every year, and we pass him every year. We say every year we like our guys, or or we come out with the famous they don't fit our scheme. It's the same excuses that we use not to sign, like Kenny Vaccaro, right? That's what they said about him. We're not interested in a guard that doesn't fit our scheme. It's like, but the guys that you have are not balling, man. Like, come on, man. How long you go keep selling us that your pet cats and your favorites are going to be one day get there? And the problem is you doing that in the back end. It's not just the safeties. You're doing it with Anthony Brown. You're doing it with Thompson, and you're doing it with Xavier Woods. It's like you trying to cheap your way to a Super Bowl when if you just spend a little bit more. I'm not even talking about the Harris's, Anthony Harris's, and the Simmons, even though they tagged. But I'm just saying, you don't got to even get that to just greatly improve. So yeah, it would be a good signing, but that one would be one that I doubt we do.
Okay, well, here's my dog, Jay Lombardi, comes with the $2.99 holler, and this is what we took. It's funny how everybody's talking about it now, boss, and I got to give us credit. I'm sorry, I'm not saying I told you so, but we got to pat ourselves on the back. We was talking about this A1 day one, right?
A1 day one, yeah.
A1 day one. We said this at the beginning when Jay's talking about Keanu Neal or John Johnson, who we just talked about as safety, but we were already talking about this as soon as they mentioned Dan Quinn. As soon as we had Dan Quinn mentioned under the breath, we were saying Neal. We both said it. He's going to get Neal.
Yeah.
So because 2 + 2.
Yeah. And sadly, Neal will be like my 7th or 8th safety. He's still an upgrade, but
he's not. See,
he don't have the electricity that other safeties have out there. But
he doesn't. He'd be an upgrade because of what we have. We don't have anybody, so he's an upgrade. But he's not going to make our back end dynamic. At all. And people are trying to, and here's my thing. I haven't sit there and jumped up about us picking him. I just been posting it. But boss, I'm not excited if they get Neal because He's not the guy what they first drafted him. And even then, we need more. We need more of a guy. And he played more strong safety this year. Yes, he was healthy. Yes, I think he had 100 tackles,
Yeah,
but he was purely a box safety. We
yeah,
need somebody versatile, dog. We need
I
somebody who
agree.
can play around all the field. We need somebody dynamic. We don't need an in the box guy and say, "Ooh, we got Neil and we're excited and we're happy because he did this and he did that." No, I'm not excited about that shit. Get us a dog in that back end that can cover, can hit, can do all that shit. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, yeah, it makes it hard on the quarterback because when you got a one-dimensional guy like Neil, it makes it like the quarterbacks can see what you're doing a lot
Mhm.
faster. But if you had those interchangeable safeties, then yeah, you can really trick a quarterback. So now you're right. I mean, I would just be like better, but I still wouldn't trust it. Even if we get Neil, I wouldn't trust it because we
I
play too
wouldn't
much
trust it.
politics in that back end, man. It's like we do this. You got another super chat. Somebody said Richie Grant. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Richie Grant is nice, but let's. This is what I'm saying, and this is what I tell all the people. I'm sorry, this is just what I feel. These guys are coming from college, and boss, you did it, okay? You played on the collegiate level, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't easy. Y'all people think that, oh, and I'm not disrespecting any of what y'all say, but Richie Grant, yeah. But everybody just don't come in the NFL and do this and that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a trajectory that you're hoping that you've seen. That doesn't mean he's gonna come in the league and do that shit, dog. That don't mean he's gonna come in the league and start. These rookies that come in and you say, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and then next thing you know, in training camp, he's third on the depth chart. You get what I'm saying, boss? Like that shit is real. So we can't, I'm just not expecting a rookie to come in and do this and that. I want a veteran that's been done this and that, and then have the rookie learn. I need a vet D tackle. I need a vet safety. And then let's draft a defensive tackle behind him. And then let's draft a safety behind them, dogs. That's okay. Let's do that. But I'm not putting all my weight in no freaking rookies.
Yeah, I mean, nah, because we got to, or not got to, we should, and we do, and likely will go BPA in free agency. So the good thing about me releasing the book right now is free agency start Wednesday, but we ain't gonna start making no picks until like 2
Well,
weeks.
see, then that's going to tell me it's the same old damn Cowboys. Because
Which on
this is
that
not
part
a
I
time
agree
to
with
do
you.
that. You feel me? Because this is not the time to do that because we just talked about it, boss. This is a COVID year. Veterans, and they said it at the beginning of the year, boss. So me and you talked about it on the show. We talked about how these veterans, they talked about the cap was going to drop. The cap was supposed to be 210, 215 million this year, right? It's only at 182 million. So that's like 40
25.
something million that dropped, right, boss?
Yeah.
So if that's 40 something million drop, high priced veterans were getting cut that normally would not happen, boss. These guys would not normally get cut because if this was a 200 something million cap, they would be on the team and doing this and that. But it's not. So if this is the year that's going to happen, you can't wait till week 2, week 3, and all this and that because you can scoop these guys for the cheap because ain't nobody going to be paying them like that in that COVID year.
Yeah, but you know, Steven not gonna do anything unless it's a
Then,
steal.
like I said, it's the same old
See,
Cowboys,
I
and
don't
I ain't
I don't
believing this
want
shit.
I don't want him to go after the week 1 free agents.
No.
I want him to wait that market out like he always does, and then go after those value guys that's gonna be sitting there week 2, week 3.
So if you think Dalvin Tomlinson or these guys going to be ready on the free agency in week 3? No, they're not,
No,
boss.
no, you're not getting them. No,
You're not getting them. But who you
you
going to
not.
get then,
I
big
mean,
dog?
then you would have to go. I tell you who's going to be a week 2, week 3 free agency as DT. It's going to be Sue. Now,
Who is
if
not leaving?
there's any place
Brady
I
just
would
boss,
want us to get a week 1,
boss,
it would be Tomlinson or somebody like that.
boss. Sue is not coming with us. You know that. Brady just
Yeah,
resigned. He's not coming with us. So just
but
X him
it's
off the
others.
market.
But it's others too, man. You got
Jonathan Hankins.
Yep, and
Who
you
else?
got Gerald Casey. You know what I'm saying? From out of Denver, he's gonna be a week 2, week 3. He not gonna be a week 1 guy.
I thought
And
they
he
had
comes
Shelby. I thought he was. I thought Shelby was with
and
Denver.
Shelby had, but it's both of them.
They franchised him though.
They franchise Shelby.
I don't know if they didn't franchise him. But they did something with Shelby. They franchised Simmons, the safety. They did
Yeah.
something with him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they
Somebody find out.
franchise tag Simmons, but Jarrell Casey is the other DT who's solid as hell. You know what I'm saying? He's ranked like top 4. You know what I mean? By PFL. Like now, I definitely understand wanting to get it out the way.
Dog.
You don't feel him?
I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling him.
Why?
I think if he came to the team, he would just be okay. We need a dog in there. He's okay. He's not going to be a difference maker in that middle. He's not. Not in my opinion. Just me. I could be totally wrong. Just not. I don't think so.
Yeah, what I liked about him,
too,
because it's obviously easy to see prospects different. When I checked his tape out and broke him out, what I saw was a rod guy, right? Somebody that's just wired to have a high motor. And I don't trust the coaching this year to bring in guys that likely need to be coached. This team right now, with the way that they kind of bullshitting on the defense, like I don't like that hire the defensive tackles coach. Like we both talked about that.
Yeah,
it's his first time. So I like Casey. I think you're right. He's not the upper echelon talent, but he has that motor where he's gonna just do it because that's how he plays football. And I would want guys like that where it's like,
but isn't he a little undersized?
No.
Wait a minute.
And yes,
get his measurables. He's a little undersized, dog.
But
he reminds me. You know who he reminds me of?
Around 300, bro.
He reminds me of a better Antoine Woods.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we need. We got a better Antoine Woods. Oh my God, bro.
I mean, look, like I said, Antoine might be listening to feeds and shit because he be all in Twitters and people's feeds and shit.
No, but like
I ain't disrespecting
but
Antoine,
notice, like Antoine Woods is not,
and
Antoine Woods is not the super upper echelon. But if you put an Antoine Woods with another Antoine Woods, that middle better, bro. And then you know, partially, I'm trying to meet Steven in the middle. You know what I mean? It's almost like the Dak thing. It's like, I know how you are, bro. So I'm not gonna even approach you with the Tomlinson shit. Even though I would take it, and I think you should do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are in here. Malcolm Brown just got released, boss. And then I'm telling you, Jonathan,
yeah, it's gonna be all opposite.
Malcolm Brown just got released, but I mean, Jonathan Hankins. I mean, to me, Jonathan Hankins is a good fit.
Yeah.
Because he's like 28. You can get him for 2 more years. He'll only be 30. And he's a big boy that can start your middle. And then I told you, I didn't tell you this, but I love some Marvin Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been looking at the rookie defensive tackles. Do you like Marvin Wilson?
Yeah.
You can tell me no.
Man, nah, listen.
Do you who's your top defensive tackle in the draft? If I can just throw that in your face right quick.
Christian
Barmore?
Yeah.
Barmore?
That's my number 1. My number 2 might surprise people. Gerald Goldwire. That's who go surprise people because nobody got him that high.
Who?
I got Gerald Goldwire out of Louisville.
You be going wild with them, though. He's not better than Marvin Wilson.
Yeah, I think he is.
No.
But Marvin Wilson, number 3. So they right next to each other, bro.
He's not better than Marvin Wilson, dog.
They right next to each other.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And did you see Marvin Wilson in shape with training with Tuck? That was his only thing with me is he going to be in shape? Is he going to be a guy that runs hot and cold?
Right. And then to your point, this is the deal.
Nasty, dog.
This is the deal. I'm not ready to super cosign. I'm not putting I put it like this. My book is written in pencil. You know what I mean? It's room to change all of this stuff because we still waiting on the pro days. We still because you're right. See, hold on, listen, this because what you said is important. The pro days is the most important thing.
Barrymore can play 1 and 3.
Who?
Fleur Perrier said it's a 3. He could play 1 and 3. He's big. He's 6'5", 315. He could easily get to like 325. He could play both. I ain't mean to cut you off, big dog. And people mentioning Aleem McNeil, and I like McNeil from NC State, but he don't got no moves like no Marvin Wilson. You better really go watch that Marvin Wilson tape. Go look at his 2018, and 2019 tape. His 2020 tape, he was sluggish. He had a knee injury, but he was a 5-star athlete. He's better than McNeil. He's better than him. He naturally knows how to get to the quarterback. He can take on a double team, and he is instinctual enough to know where the run game is. McNeil gets lost in the shuffle and the trash. Marvin Wilson knows where that ball carrier is going because he has the natural instincts as a defensive tackle. You just can't teach certain things that he does. And if you've seen him at Florida State, certain players, Boston, you know this for a fact, that certain players can play in college and not be great, but when they get in the pros, they're great because their game is built more for the NFL than college. And I think that's what Marvin Wilson is. And if you get Marvin Wilson, dog, I'm sorry, he's going to be better than McNeil. Just my opinion. And I like McNeil. I did tape on him. But I seen Marvin Wilson and I seen McNeil. Marvin Wilson is better than McNeil. Period.
Yeah. And Marvin Wilson, they actually messed him up at Florida State, in my opinion, this year. Because everybody that really watched it know that they was moving him all around the front, this year. So he didn't get as settled as he was in the past, too. I know you brought up his knee injury. But one thing that I definitely love about Marvin is the fact that Marvin has a rod motor as well. His motor is crazy good. And it's like, I love those type of guys, man. You know what I mean? To where, so, and I got my boy Goldwater over him. Because, man, he just freakish, bro. Like, he's super freakish. And just watching the tape, bro, he never lost at the point of attack. Never. And I'm gonna
go look at his tape.
Yeah.
Look at his tape tonight.
And when I go put somebody like that, bro,
yeah.
I ain't making this shit up.
I know you ain't. Come on, dog. Don't do that. I respect everything you say because you played the game and all that shit. So I know
I really went dark. And I went dark too. I don't listen and then come up with opinions. I look.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't listen to nobody until my opinions are finished. That way I'm not influenced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that been having me hit more than some people because I don't get caught up in the hype. I'm also don't even have like the top 3 corners. I don't got Surtain and them bars in my top 3.
You wild, boss. You is wild.
No, I'm not.
You wild, but let me just answer these questions. You wild, bro. You wild.
Not the top 3, bro.
Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. We're gonna talk about that right now, but
let's go.
Okay, but hold on. I'm just gonna answer this question right here because people ask me, well, what do we think Wilson? We get Wilson. Listen, if we don't draft Marvin Wilson at 44, we're not gonna get him.
Yeah, he gone.
Okay? He's gonna be gone. Marvin Wilson will be gone if we don't get him at 44. If he's there at 44, you better get him. And if Lane McNeil and Marvin Wilson are both there at 44, you better get Marvin Wilson. I guarantee you, I'm gonna put shit on this that Marvin Wilson is gonna be a better pro than McNeil. He's gonna be a better pro than McNeil. So you better get Marvin Wilson. He called himself real life goon in high school. He's the head honcho. He's training with my dog right now. Man, okay, just telling y'all. Now, let's get to this damn quarterback shit because you wild, boss. You play
cornerback. Yeah,
that's why
everybody trust me. Yes.
You the cornerback and you played at a high level. Yes. That's why I listen to you. But I played cornerback, but you played it on a higher level than I did. So that's why I listen to you.
All right.
But boss, come on, dog. Listen, I don't want Surtain at like 10, but he's a really good corner.
Yeah, he's
if
good.
You look at Farley,
I got him 4.
Listen.
Matter of fact, I got
no. Hold on. Farley is boomer bust to me.
Yeah, he's my number 2.
He's boomer bust to me because he has all those measurables. And if you watch his tape, he's so good and smooth. But he's had a lot of injuries. He's new to the position. He wasn't a defensive guy when he came in. He was a high school quarterback. When he came into college, he was all about offense. Then they switched him. So I look at those things. You get what I'm saying? I look at those things. And then you got J.C. Horn, who I love the aggressiveness, but I worry about you too aggressive. You're going to get grabby. They're going to flag the hell out of you in the NFL because you'll be grabby as shit, especially when you get beat a little bit. First thing you do is grab that hip. They're calling that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ran a 4.39, but I don't trust all that shit. I'm saying you are a 4.4 guy, but you are a little stiff in the hips. But I do like those. So tell me, who do you have above these guys so I can watch and listen?
Taylor, bro.
Keith Taylor. Who the
out
hell
of
is
Washington.
that? You gotta tell me. I didn't
Okay,
look.
I mean, it was
I
just how
mean,
you
I didn't
said
go
it.
deep like you.
Hey, no, listen. This is how you said it. You know how you try to shoot at a girl. She say, "You want my number?" You be like, "I guess not, old ugly." It's how you said it, bro. You hurt my heart, man. My
I was
feelings
like
got hurt a
Keith
little bit.
Taylor.
Keith Taylor, bro. And I knew I was gonna freak the nation out when I said that. But hey, it's what I see.
I
Now
like
this
how you
is
stick
Keith
to your
Taylor.
guns.
Yeah, and he's a Washington Husky, bro. You know what they do? You know
Elijah Molden, they're talking about him.
Yeah, and then
That
he's
Washington
6'3",
Huskies do be
190.
aggressive.
See what I'm saying? Like
They do.
6'3", 195, bro. Killed a Senior Bowl. His tape is solid as physical. All right.
So are you?
And he fit how we've been getting.
But he's not
going
to go high. So where will we get him? Because he's not going to go high.
I said target him in 2. Now I didn't say target
him. He's
not
going in a goddamn second round, boss.
I don't care what other people do. I would get him.
But we're talking Cowboys. Boss, we're talking how the Cowboys draft. Now, if he's later, he probably is going to slip. Let's keep it real. He's probably going to slip. You probably like him. I mean, maybe somebody does grab him, but maybe
this year is weird, bro. This year don't have a combine, because with the combine, this stuff would have already changed. How many times after the combine did lists just flip? We didn't.
I know.
There's no chance for you to be the rock star until your pro day come out now. Now everybody look at your pro day and say, damn, 4.2, 4.3. Maybe I need to go look at it. We used to get that all at once at the combine, reflip our list. The only thing I'm doing is flipping it early. That's it. It's like I'm already starting to flip out of the norms. Like, for instance, Mims, we all remember Mims had a 4th round grade, 3rd round grade. Shit, when he ran that 4.39.
Right. What did he do this past year, though?
He did good. He played good.
I don't even remember what he did. I gotta check his stats.
Yeah, he played good with them Jets.
Somebody hit me with a damn Cash App. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things to where
I'm going to check him out.
And see, this is what impressed
me. How
me.
much do you like him?
Love him, bro. Like LOV, say like.
So you love him better
than
the
man on his forehead.
So you would take him over JC Horn?
In a heartbeat.
You would take him over Surtain? Because he's the cleanest corner in the draft.
Okay.
He's the cleanest.
So this is the difference. When you go watch the Keith Taylor, what I love about him is he has the hardest coverage down. Okay. The hardest way to cover is press. You see what I'm saying? And he long as hell. And that's all they doing up there. So when you coming from Washington, man, you that dude that they say, man, press this dude and make it tough as hell. That's who he is. And he's good on run support. He's good on all of it. The only thing he don't do is get picks. That's it.
We're used to that.
Yeah, we used to that. But I'm just saying it and see.
Tyrone Church said Greg Newsome is better than Keith Taylor.
I mean, I tell you what, this is the problem. This is why I was amening you on everything you were saying. Because the problem with this class in the first 3, when you're talking about the first 3, it's a but with every one of them. So you can't have buts and then act certain on them. You know what I'm saying? You can't have this dude is a top 3, but he grabbed it. This dude is solid, but he's slow. This dude had an ACL and his level of competition. He really
not at 10. Not at 10.
You see what I'm saying? So it's so many ifs. So none of us could stick our chests out. Like somebody said, Kevin Joseph. It's like any one of these dudes could get right into the league and outperform them top 3. Just like what happened in the year when the top 3 receivers was remember it was the fast dude who went to the Bengals. Then it was Ross, and then it was Williams that went to the Chargers, and then it was somebody that
I like Williams at Chargers though.
Me too.
Me too. Was good with him.
And then somebody went to the Titans. Remember they was the big 3 receivers that was hyped the entire draft, but who was the ones who really balled? Your 2nd and 3rd round receivers. Who was that? Juju, and then it was my guy to the Rams. I forgot his name.
Fell off though. The white boy or
the white dude.
What's his name?
Man, I can't remember his name, but he balled out.
He nice.
Yeah, Corey Davis was. Yeah, Corey Davis. Somebody was in the chat. Got that one.
Corey Davis is a dog.
And Corey Davis finally had a good year this year.
Corey Davis is a dog.
But I'm saying that's how I see this corner class.
Yeah, Cup.
That's how I see. Cup. Thank you.
Yeah, Cup.
Yeah,
Cup.
A dog. Day one.
Yeah, he's a dog.
And
He's been a dog.
Because that class, in my opinion, Big James, tell me if you think I'm tripping. That class is almost like this class is at corner. That class at receiver to me is like this class at corner, to where you had your favorite three, but it was 4 or 5 or 6 that was going to be just as good. Yes, almost just like Ridley compared to Gallup. Like Gallup and Ridley, measurables, production, everything was the same, but one was only mentioned as a third. Ridley was always mentioned as the first.
Well, because Ridley played in Alabama and Gallup played at Colorado State.
That's why I'm reaching out here on Keith Taylor. And I don't really think it's a reach. I just don't.
Well, see, here's the thing. And when you listen to people in the chat, and I agree with you, boss, because this is what I say with the 10th pick. I hear a lot of people saying Surtain, right? I just listen to the publications, right?
Yes, sir.
I just listen to them right quick.
Right.
And when I listen to them, they're always saying, he can do this, he can do that. But I don't see them saying this dude is an absolute animal dog.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes.
And if you're picking at 10 and a cornerback, he has to be an animal dog.
And see, Steve Burleson, good shot. He said Avery Thomas is a sleeper. Yes, indeed. Out of Michigan.
Who? Where do you say that?
C. Burleson on YouTube said Avery Thomas is absolute. This class go shock some people in that corner class. It's
a lot of corners in this class.
This corner class go get 3rd and 4th round corners that's go outperform them top 3 that been hyped this entire time.
I don't think they're drafting Surtain either, Nick Blue.
I hope they don't.
They're not going to draft Surtain at 10. They're not going to draft any corner at 10. I
agree.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can bank on that. I'm willing to put money on it.
I'll put money on it too,
I will
bro.
put money on it.
Yeah, I will put any dollar on that.
Yeah, I will put money on that. They're not doing that.
No,
they're not.
Not with it, because they two mixed in together. And
they're not going to do that.
Because I know you deep in the tape now. So let's talk about one thing. And I want to get your opinion on this, because I know. Big. I know how Big is. He might, if he start around January, he gonna be caught up by February.
Right. Oh, instantly, because I'll be studying my ass off all day at work and looking at tape.
And this is another thing too about Big. He go call it like he see it, and he go punch back if he feel like he see it. He don't give a damn. So let me ask you a question.
All right.
Just keeping it all the way 100. When you watch Surtain next to Diggs, do you see a difference between them playing side by side?
No, I mean, it's just regular to me. Like, if I were to see Surtain and Diggs, right? I don't.
It's not. They don't separate, bro.
They don't. This is what I need with Diggs. He needs an animal with him. Do you agree with that, boss?
I mean, yeah, I would rather go veteran, to be honest.
Yeah, I would. Yes, I'm cool. That's why I said we can get a veteran on the street, but we can still get a nasty ass veteran and then get that rookie behind him. Why we shouldn't put that pressure all on that rookie like we did Diggs?
Yes,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let that veteran who's been there and done that and who's been pretty good in the league, let him get them shots. Let Diggs continue to grow, and then get that rookie behind him where he can learn. Because at the end of the day, you still got Reggie Robinson who's going to play the position. He's still a rookie, damn it.
Yeah, and he might.
Nobody's talking about it. I think Reggie Robinson can ball. I'm not going to say he's going to be super baller, nothing like that. But when I watched this tape, I liked what I saw as far as measurables. I liked the aggressiveness. I thought that he's got a lot to learn. Sloppy. But if you can really, really, really work with him, he can be good. I felt that. We got to get somebody who can really work with him, because he's every bit of 6'2", and he's super hella aggressive at that line of scrimmage. He can play press, and he was decent in zone coverage. But we, like you said, boss, I feel you. Let's get a veteran there.
Yeah.
Then we don't have to reach, because like you said, we both agree they're not getting a corner at 10.
No.
They're not doing that.
No.
I think they're scared because of Morris Claiborne.
Right.
You feel me?
Yep. Can we talk about just a few?
Talk about it.
Book?
Talk about it. This is you. I'm just gonna bounce
Akila
off you.
Witherspoon is my number one right now free agent corner because what
Okay.
I'm doing, and
Where is he from? Who he play?
he played for Colorado with Awuzie. He played for San Fran. They was drafted together. He was drafted in the 3rd round. He's and what I did in the draft, I mean the offseason draft guide book that I wrote is I'm also trying to match the Cowboys with how they actually pick their players. So we saw, and I saw it on the late night hype, and y'all did a good job of showing this, that they was targeting corners over 6'1". You know what I'm saying? Or 6'1" and above, right? So Witherspoon is 6'3", ran a 4.4. He weighs 190, and he shut down, Noah Brown with ease, which that's not really saying too much. But you can go look at the tape, everybody, and go see that's what he did. That's one of the corners that you could easily get for a good price. Then you got Shaquille Griffin.
Why are you mentioning him?
I'm just saying he's a free agent that's available.
And Dallas ain't getting him.
Then you got Kevin King.
He's reasonable.
And then you got Dre Kirkpatrick.
I wouldn't mind Kirkpatrick.
Yeah. And that's a dog. And then this dude, he got the measurables, but he never really got going. Fabian Monroe, remember him coming out
from UCLA?
Yeah, UCLA. He ran a 4.35. Yeah, and had some injuries, but he started playing, and he got Norman booted up out of Washington. So we just going through a few. It's a lot of
people that's going to get.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot of corners. That's not even a cut list. So if we add the cut list, then you add not Certain. What's my guy that came out of Denver? Played with Atlanta for a while at corner.
Not Trufant.
Desmond. Yeah, Desmond Trufant. Now I haven't watched his tape yet. That's the only one I ain't got to yet.
No,
you saw his tape, Boo Boo.
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
He was good back in the day.
Bouye. Somebody just put that in the chat.
I wouldn't mind AJ Bouye. He's always going to fight. AJ Bouye will fight every play. He fights.
Yeah, solid.
I like AJ, but he fights.
Yeah. And so
there's a lot of corners going to be
cut up. There's a lot of everybody.
You don't like Willie Jackson?
Hell yeah, William Jackson.
William Jackson. I mean, there's a lot of corners going to be out there, dog.
And it ain't even started yet. The cut ain't even started. It's already rich as hell, and it ain't even started.
I agree.
Like I already know this year. Usually, I'm able to keep up with the cuts and stuff in the off season. This gonna be the hardest year to have my book, bro.
Because they're gonna be
changing. It's gonna be so fast. Because usually. Because what I do with the book, most people don't know this. I know you know this big, but what I do is it changes as the information changes. So it's it's written in pencil. It really is, because it's like as pro days come out, you might see the rankings change. Go ahead.
Let's answer this question, boss.
Yeah.
This is from Sean Blake. No. I'm gonna get to yours, Ninja, when he's talking about Slater, but I'm gonna ask this because this is from Sean Blake, big Eagles fan here. LOL. Not here to troll, just trying to see y'all's perspective on some topics. Okay, got to show that respect.
Hey, yeah, man, and you doing what you're supposed to do, man. Like, and tell your Philly friends to follow this, bro. Because listen, I follow y'all too, fool. You feel me? I really do, because I like to know my competitors.
You see how you came in respectful though.
That was cool as hell, man. That's cool.
I put your question though, because if you on some whole ass shit, you got to block a blocker.
Yeah, but that showed me he a smart Philly fan too, man. You study your competitors, Sean. I respect. Sean and Blake, tell your people, man, to come on into the Cowboys. As long as they don't come in trolling, we'll talk ball with them.
Yeah, they can troll. Just don't come in disrespectful. Y'all
stupid trolling. Like, we'll go back and forth on some jokes, because y'all know y'all still trash to us though. But
draft time, you right. Willie Jack's probably gonna want some money. But he said, "What's your ideal first round pick?" We just talked about it, Farley or Satan. If we were just talking about just them two, boss, let's just use how the question is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you want as your first round pick between Surtain or Farley?
Farley.
Why? I would go Surtain.
Yeah, and
you tell me why Farley, and I'll tell you why Surtain.
The reason why I go Farley, because I felt like Farley played faster. Now, this is subjective because this is my eyes, and everybody's eyes can be different.
Right.
He looks faster. He looks like he plays faster, and he looks like he's a better athlete. Uh, I
agree
thought
with all that.
Surtain was. Can I just be honest? I feel like Surtain at times is soft,
Mm-hmm.
like marshmallow soft, and I think he living off his daddy. I think he got a boost more so on his name and his school than his play. Just being all the way real. And see, we got to be careful when we start really kissing and sucking titties on some of these players, because any one of them can be a bust, and you got to make sure you're not copying people. You see what I'm saying? And I know you're not, James. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in terms of what I try to when I grade these guys, I try to grade them consistent so that I don't get in my emotions. So, but Surtain also, you can't deny this about Surtain. He has the best hips. Now, the hips and the movement. Oh, that's Surtain. The best at off man and all of that. Hell yeah, that's Surtain. He fluid. He plays with perfect cat balance. It's just that when you got to turn and run, he don't seem like he got that next level speed. You know what I mean? To where it looked like somebody like Cooper would run by him in the league. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of seeing why people like Surtain, yeah, you can see it, So, but like the biggest thing was that, like, and you did it yourself with every one of the top three, they had a butt to them. Every one of them. Surtain, good fluid hips, but long speed. Farley, good, but the knee and level of competition. Did you really see him perform against like top talent? No, you didn't. You really didn't. I only really saw him go against Claypool. And then 3, Horn, dog, super dog, a little bit stiff in the hips, but could get away with it in the league, and Grabby. It's a if with every one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I will put my pride aside and say most of this go come down to when they put on them damn cleats and walk out there on Sunday.
I mean, probably so. I mean, if you ask me and say what would be my distinction between Farley and Surtain and why I would take Surtain over Farley, this would be the reasons. I mean, Farley is to me the better athlete. You can see it instantly when you watch Farley. He's the better athlete. The dude ran a 4.25 in high school. His senior year, I talked about it. His senior year, he was a quarterback. In his senior year, he threw for over I think it's like 2,500 yards, but he rushed for like 57 touchdowns.
What?
His senior season, he had like 37 rushing, 21 passing. He was all world. He said he ran a 4.25 in high school, but he didn't want to tell nobody because nobody would believe him. That's why he said he just ran a 4.3. I mean, you can see it on the field. I mean, you can see it.
He plays fast.
He plays fast. His recovery speed.
He closes his windows.
He can cover your ass like within an instant. But here's the reason why I would go with Surtain over that. Oh, I love Farley. Oozing. But Farley does not tackle at all. I don't care what anybody tells me. He don't tackle. He's not physical in the run game. He don't want to tackle. Surtain will. Surtain will tackle. He will get his nose in there and he will tackle. Now, he does lack the deep speed, but as you says, he has the natural hips and he has natural instincts. If you watch Surtain, he naturally can flow. He's smooth. He's smooth. He knows where these receivers are going. He has a high, IQ. Very high football IQ.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like Surtain over Farley. He has a very high football IQ. And his competition was a lot better than Farley in college. And he been like almost bred to play the position from his daddy. Farley came into the position as an offensive player, switched to defense very young, and he's injury prone. Where Surtain came in as freshman with a big time college and was playing from day one. You get what I'm saying? So he may not be special in the aspects of those super athletic traits, but if you want somebody who's going to be there week in and week out, that's a Surtain, and I would take that over a Farley because, like I said, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that in the pros because you can have all them athletic traits, boss, and you know it. That don't mean that's going to transition to pros.
I trust them football players. I really do trust the football players, and so I guess I'm team Farley right now. But
I feel you. Well, I'm gonna go with Team Surtain on this.
No. But you made a hell of a case where I could and I'm starting to even kind of, because let me repeat what you said to make sure I got you. Okay. You got like, because I talked about the privileged part of being a second generation league guy, but you also talked about the fact that you're also getting NFL coaching from when you 5. You
Day
did,
one, day
son,
one.
this is how, son, this is reading a 3-step, son. This is how you come out your break, son. This is how you make sure you stay in balance, son. This is how to go against a guy with speed and even it out, you know. And yeah, that's a hellified ass point. And also you raise the hellified point on that durability and level of competition. So when you looking at Surtain, you right, bro. That's one thing you can't doubt is the fact that he went against the best.
He went against the best week
He
in and
went
week out,
against the best. So it's,
and
and
he
see,
never backed down.
and this is why
And
what you
you
saying is so
said it
important,
too.
bro.
You said it too, though, boss. You said it too that Surtain can play in multiple schemes.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
press you. He
Yeah,
can play in cover
that's
2,
a hell of
cover
a
3.
case, bro. I didn't think
That
you was gonna beat me on that one, but I think you kind of landed that punch. And from this standpoint too, and I'm can I just keep it real, right?
Keep it real. That's what we do
So
here.
everybody know AJ out of Clemson last year was looking like a superstar until he met who?
Jamar
Chase.
Chase. Yeah.
You
Chase
see what I'm
whipped
saying?
that
Because
ass.
that's why it's important to watch these guys against top talent. Because
Mhm.
if you didn't, even though AJ still went in the first, right? That made people say, hold on, this is not that shutdown guy that he looked like he was, because he was beating up on the smaller school guys. That could be, to your point, what we looking at with Farley. You
That's
see
what
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying.
And so, but you can't say that with Surtain because you know you
He
saw
banged
him
against
go
all
against the
them dogs.
best.
He went
Yeah.
against them
So
dogs week in and week out.
Yes, Pitts got him. Yes. But how did Pitts get him? High pointing the ball, right? That's how he
Pitts
got him.
is a dog, though.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's another thing too. Pitts go get guys in the league. Getting people ain't gonna stop. It's
See,
gonna
but
keep
you
going.
know, I want to ask you this, boss, because a lot of people have been talking about it. You know, if they went and Dallas went and got a offensive guy in the first round, I wouldn't be mad at that, boss.
They
I'm gonna keep it
should,
real.
bro.
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
You're the one that told me, and I was mad at you at first.
Yeah.
But you brought me to the table. Remember when you was talking about Jamar Chase? Remember?
Yeah. That was in the season.
You was talking about during the season when nobody was talking offense. You said Jamar Chase, get him, and he's a young Sterling Sharp.
That's what
You
I said.
had the perfect comparison, because the more I watch both of them,
Sterling Sharp.
That's an excellent comparison, dog.
Yep.
That's an
Yep.
excellent.
Yep. Big like him.
That is a
Explode out his brakes like him.
Dog. That is a
Physical
excellent,
like him. Yep.
100% excellent comparison.
Yep.
So I'm not mad if they went and got a Pitts, or if they got a Waddle, or if they got a Chase, or if they got Slater, offensive lineman. I don't care, because when you're at 10, you can do the best player available, because it's a funny pick, because so many players are going to be available to you at 10. You can do what you want. But I feel like if you do go the offensive side of the ball, round 2, round 3, if you got 2 3s and you hit that 4, those next 3 picks, I like to see defense.
Yeah.
That 44th pick, if you stay where it's at, you got to grab that defensive tackle. I don't think you can wait to the 3rd round. I think you got to go get that defensive tackle in that 2nd round. Then me and you both talked in that 3rd round. If you had 2 picks, I know some people will probably want to go safety 2nd round, but I feel like we really got to get that defensive tackle, because you don't want to miss out, because I think they will get scooped. But if you're looking at that 3rd round, then that's, to me, especially if you got a free agent corner, let's look at that linebacker. Remember we were talking about the Baron Brownie?
Yeah. No,
Maybe
I think you're super right on prioritizing linebacker, because when
you got to get that linebacker.
Because when I wrote the Boss Cowboy guide to the offseason, one of the things I look at and try to open it up for us to debate is what is deep and what is also weak, right? So this linebacker class is a weak class.
Yeah, it is. Get them lights up.
You wanna get what's weak out the way early, because then you're gonna be picking out the trash. At least get it out the way when it's good, where you can get a good linebacker, because I think you'll be able to get a starting corner at round 3, round 4. I even think you'll get a solid DT in this class, round 3, round 4. Not in all classes, but in this class,
not as
and
our first
in what
guy.
we need. and in what we need. I think we can get your one tech because every team don't need a one tech. We're a team that need a one tech. So I think if I was to gamble and like going with your scenario, BPA at 1, but 2 would probably be linebacker because you got to go and get the best.
You're gonna go a linebacker if you second round?
Yeah,
I'm not doing that
because I think that's where the best ones are. If you don't get
right, but fam, 44. I don't think these defensive tackles are gonna just. I think they're going to start slaying them after that first round. They're going to start trying to slay them, and
it's going to be a run on the first group.
I don't want to risk that. You really, if
let
you
me
got
ask
a
you a question.
Let me ask you this: would you really risk if you're at 44? You got Marvin Wilson there. Let's say McNeil's taken. You got Marvin Wilson right there at 44. You're going to pass on him for a linebacker?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm not doing that at all. No,
I'm gonna tell you because I keep my own others that's late. They not gonna be as good as Marvin Wilson. So hold on, do you think Marvin Wilson gonna come in here and save us?
I'm not saying he's gonna come and save us, boss. But
so then why? He's gonna make a difference.
He's going first year. His first year, you saw what Gallimore did, right? You saw what Gallimore did, and when he got extended player time, he's better than Gallimore right now. I'm going to say that, yes, he is. Because he is a natural, dog. Watch him, man. You've seen him, dog. He's a natural. He is, dog. You're not a 5-star recruit. I'm not, anybody can be a 5-star. You don't just become a 5-star recruit, dog. You got to
look at Wilson again, man.
You look at him
really
again.
Selling him hard,
don't
bro.
Look at his 2018 and 2019 tape. He's an absolute dog. Don't look at his 2020 tape because the COVID and all that other shit. And look, my dog is trained him.
Yeah, dog, yeah, I know. Yeah.
My dog has got him right. When I seen Marvin next to him, I said,
"Man, I was looking at Marvin. See,
I'm trying to tell you, dog.
I'm gonna tell you what turned my stomach a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what turned my stomach a little bit on him when I was looking at
Bolt ain't lasting no damn third round, Jalen Barr. You know that
because I was looking at Corey Durden right next to him, and they was looking too close."
Just look at it again, dog. I'm just
man, is that your pet cat, bro? Because I'm starting to think that's what it is.
It is.
See, that's what happened when it's your pet cat, though, man. Your feelings in it, bro.
I ain't looking. I will look at negatives with him because, as I said before, I even watched tape on him. I watched a little bit, and I said my first said was, "Is he going to run hot and cold?" I never doubted his ability, though. I never doubted his ability.
Athlete. He's not a hot and cold athlete.
Oh no, you're going to see.
Man, you know, I know what's up with him, and I know he hype, but I would pass on him, bro. At the second for a linebacker, yes, I would.
I'm not doing that. So we're gonna definitely disagree on that one. I am not doing that one. Okay. Jalen Barty says Cox or Bolt will be
hold on. Okay, I can see where. Hold on. I see where we can compromise on that. Let's compromise.
I don't want Cox.
No, just listen. Check this out. So Wilson in the second.
Yeah.
Then you definitely got to target heavily Byron in the third.
That's what I'm saying. If Baron Browning's in the
you
third,
have to, bro. Like
you get him. I don't want Cox.
I would take that. I would feel great with that.
That's what I said. Let's say if they went let's say your first 3 picks, right? Let's say they went offensive offense. Either they got Slater, Waddle, or Pitts, right? Let's say you got one of them. Then in the second round, you came with the Marvin Wilson, and then in the third, you got a Baron Browning. You're feeling bad in your first 3 rounds with them shits?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Super Bowl already.
You're feeling great.
I'm already talking reckless with that. Just out the gate.
Sean Blake asks, how do we feel about Parsons in round 1 and Asante Samuel in round 2?
Absolutely. Absolutely on Parsons. Absolutely. At 10. Yes.
I don't know at 10. I like Parsons. I don't know at 10 though. I just be scary at linebackers that early. I don't know why. I just am. Linebackers that early just get me nervous. And Asante Samuel Jr. in second round, he's nasty, but
that's kind of rich.
I'm not going to do Asante in second.
Yeah, at 2, that's kind of rich. And then this is the problem with Asante, with us being a number 2, because the culture and the coaches don't like the under 6 foot guys.
I feel you, Brandon Boyce. I don't know. Baron Browning may last to the third.
He could. He sure could.
I think Brandon Browning can last.
Because
he can.
He can. He can.
Because he's not going to go in the first.
Nor the second.
I don't think he's second because they're going to be looking at he didn't play a lot, and they were sweating them other linebackers. Pete Werner, they were sweating a lot.
Everybody that don't play a lot start getting drafted around round 3 and round 4.
Yeah, because they're going to draft him on potential.
Right, and then because remember Connor Cook had first round numbers, but
he was trash.
Yeah, but his numbers was good. But I'm just saying,
he was trash.
Yeah, I didn't think he was trash, bro. I thought Connor Cook had something. No, I really did. I feel like he had something. But the point is, whenever they have question marks, the big game James point, it drops you bad. Like, like what somebody say Zay Collins and
I get Xavier Collins. Like, that's not happening. They're not drafting him.
Yeah, and he could probably go first, second.
Where does he fit in Dallas? I get that, but he's 6'3", 250, 260 pounds. Where's he going to fit in Dallas? You got another LVE clone? What's he going to do in Dallas?
Shit, make it happen.
I'd rather a guy like Baron Bryant can chase your ass everywhere. Can cover. He can cover your ass. He can chase your ass. He can lay the boom on you. That's who you want, dog. You want a Baron Browning.
Yeah,
that's who the hell you want.
Yeah, but you crazy, man. You called me out. You called me out on my corner pick, but you over here popping hard on Browning, bro.
Yeah, you like Browning too, so don't do that.
I'm just talking about how you let your hands go on you, but you let your hands go on you, boy.
Hey, I was listening to you.
When you like pounding the fist on what you see in Browning, but
I'm listening to you. I'm gonna go watch the tape on the Washington corner after we get after we do the video though.
Yeah, I ain't lied to you, bro. I did not lie to you.
I believe you. That's why I'm gonna watch the tape.
I put him as my number 1, bro. I know I'm gonna get pushed back on that.
Hell no, I want no Paris Ford. Let's see in the 6th. No. He can't cover. No.
Okay.
No. He cannot cover. I've seen too many games. He cannot cover. Gotcha. He'll light your ass up, and he ain't big. He'll light your ass up though, for real, in that run game. And he only like he's for real at 190. But he is too many times he is reacting late in coverage. Guys are getting balls over the top over him. Hell to the no. I would mess with your one guy who you was liking though from Syracuse.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know why Cisco getting like beat up.
Yeah, because
but I do gotta watch more tape on
player.
Cisco.
1 minute he'll do like 5 great plays, and then you'll do like 2 plays. You're like, what the are you doing?
Yeah. And see, because Kavanaugh said that he never saw anybody get burnt as much as him.
Oh, and he get cooked, but he.
I was like, I didn't see that, and he told me the games to go watch. I still just got to go watch those games to make sure. Because I got Cisco as my number 1 safety. I don't care what nobody say. Because all I would do was put him in the box and say,
we need somebody versatile though, but he can play multiple though. He can cover the field, but he goofy. He just give up stuff. He goofy sometimes. That's all.
And sometimes you entitled, like when you know you the dog of the team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and everybody worshiping you there. You also sloppy when you the youngster trying to earn it again. Then sometimes you can get your discipline back. But it's one of those things that to me that's the pro safety easily. Now a lot of people on Mooreridge, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are. I mean, he's good. I don't.
I take him in the second.
I watch him, but
you see, that's because that's a DFW. When I watch your eyes the same on most.
I mean, everybody's like
he's 90% link, bro.
I'm like, good,
now he bad.
Y'all talk
that's just kind of what it is. I see bad. Camden Stearns.
He ain't all that.
Yeah, I like Stearns.
He ain't all that.
He's an upgrade to Woods, and he's a solid tackler. The thing is, I don't think he would fit he wouldn't fit Dallas because he's a
Jamar Johnson.
He's a tweeter.
Who's Jamar Johnson? People can talk about him. You seen Jamar Johnson?
Yeah, Jamar Johnson.
I don't know him all.
Oh, out of Indiana. Yes.
Out of Indiana. Let me go because I don't know them all.
I'm gonna tell you what to look for with Jamar Johnson, and then
cash out your boy, man.
I'm gonna tell you what game to look at for Jamar Johnson. I don't want
to watch a game. I want to watch a game where I don't want to watch a turn up game. I want to watch a game where he has some shit at him. Is that a Ohio State game?
Yes.
They threw it, okay, because he was
That's
going against Fields, right?
Yeah, that's why I said it, because it's like and that's why I say
they're going after
everybody.
him?
Yeah, but man, he more than took care of business. More than took care of business. 2 picks.
I'm listening to y'all, Buddha,
and
and all that. I'm listening to y'all.
And he ran through a running back, bro. Like he turned up, bro.
What's his
Like
measurables?
his measurables, he's 6'1", 195, 200, and play fast. He play fast. Like, yeah, Jamar Johnson, I got him high in my guy.
They're not going to take a safety early anyway. They're not going to take a corner early. They're not going to take a safety. Y'all can almost bet at the 10th pick, if they don't trade out of it, it's going to be an offensive player.
Yeah,
and it just makes
sense.
It's going to be an offensive player. Like, y'all can
yeah.
already guarantee it's going to be an offensive player. They're going to do that. If they don't trade out that pick, it's not going to be a defensive player.
It shouldn't be.
It don't need to be.
Yeah, because I think most people, like, what they do, and this happens every off season. All right. Every off season, whatever we was the weakest at, we feel like the first pick supposed to be that represent stat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't stop the run. So it don't matter if this year's DTs is bottom of the first. We need a DT at 10.
Yeah, that's a reacher.
Yeah, that's a reacher. So it's like, but our fans do it every year. When people really start researching, then it's like, I was thinking that in theory it made sense, but now that I actually done looked at the top 15 guys, it's gonna be offense. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it just becomes clear as hell.
It just becomes clear. What's up, John Jones? But it just makes sense, boss. Just like you said. I mean, when you really look at it, you don't have to get a defensive player at 10. It doesn't make sense to do it because you can get those guys later. But if you can get a very dynamic offensive player, if you want to wheel and deal, like I said, let's say if you drafted a Jalen Waddle, let's see what nuts you got. If you drafted a Jalen Waddle now, let's go out there and hey, can I get a pick for Gallup now and flip that pick right now and get it? You feel me? Like, get aggressive in that boardroom, get aggressive in that room. Like, and here's my thing: if you do draft a Kyle Pitts, don't sit there and put him in a bubble, or man, get dynamic with this dude. Like, don't just sit there and say we're gonna just play him at tight end. No. You get dynamic. If you're gonna draft one of these dynamic guys, get dynamic.
Right.
Don't sit there in the box with these dudes. You got a dynamic dude at 10, he got to be dynamic. Make him dynamic. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying with that. And then it's easy in my head. Next 3 picks, you can get defense and you can still get dogs.
Yeah.
You can get dogs. Yes, you can.
Yeah, and it's still free agency after that. Like,
right.
And like free agency just one period. Free agency also after the draft where a lot of steals.
Right, because late people are getting the late cuts. But here's also the thing, like I said, boss, what's going to be telling to me the Cowboys are serious is if we're saying that, okay, you did $17 million or $18 million in restructure, right? So if you did this restructuring, boss, and you didn't have to do the restructure. You didn't have to. You could cut some players, but you didn't have to. But if you're restructuring and opening this money, then don't sit around and fiddle and twiddle your fingers and say, well, we're going to wait to see this and this. Yeah, you can wait, but be aggressive early. You don't have to pick somebody week 1, but start getting out there, getting feelers and seeing what's going on out there because, I mean, this is, like we said, this is the year. Like, to me, this is the year that you can scoop somebody on the cheap that you would not get them any other year for this number.
Right.
So get this guy. Get your ass out there and get aggressive because this is the time because the cap is going to people are nervous about this cap and this money. And you've seen it. You've seen it with baseball and NBA, boss. When they got them luxury taxes coming on their teams, they cut people. Because them luxury taxes are ridiculous. You feel me?
Yep.
So make it happen, Cowboys. Don't be scared. Get them nuts, baby.
Draft Time said, do y'all feel like Gallup is getting in the way of CD development to the outside? That's why they want to trade him?
No,
I don't think so.
Not at all.
Yeah,
I think
I think they compliment. Yeah, Yeah, and I think, the benefit of playing receiver is having multiple receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could be the case for center, guard, tackle, or really center positions like that. But when you have a personnel that can actually be like designated for three receivers, then at that point, then it's not getting in his way. It's basically the best of us need to win our matchup, and then our quarterback is going to reward us, because that's the type of quarterback we got. We don't have a quarterback, and I'm not saying it's bad about Romo, but Romo had a different style. His style was, I trust Dez, I trust Witten, I'm gonna feed him, right? Dak he don't discriminate. He would man evenly spread that thing out if you win. The only thing he want to see by you is separation. If he sees separation, the ball is coming. That's why you see people like Schultz all of a sudden come out of nowhere. How many passes did he drop and then Dak go right back to him? Big. You know what I'm saying? Because
Dak is not that quarterback that will you
force it.
drop the ball 2 or 3 times and he's gonna be like, I'm not looking at you no more. Dak will pick you up. Dak will come to the sidelines and be like, come on, dog. I got you. I know you dropped a couple passes, but it's okay. I'm gonna come to you again. That's the type of leader Dak is. That's why he took over the locker room from A1 day one, because that's what he is. That's why everybody loves him, because he can go to anybody on the team and pick you up. That's rare. People don't understand that. Let me just say this right quick, boss.
No, go ahead.
People
I'm
don't
loving it.
freaking understand how rare that is. You're in a room with a bunch of grown ass men who are making a lot of fucking money. Okay? So you can't just come in that locker room and people just gonna listen to you because you a quarterback. You feel me? You gotta have a certain type of character and vibe for people to really listen to you. And Dak has that. Like, he has that. Like, you can look at Dak and be like, man, he could be cool with anybody. You can just look at him and tell. Like, he can talk to a guy on the offensive line by himself and relate to him, or he can talk to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he can relate to everybody, and everybody can see that. That's why everybody gravitates to him, and they know he's one of the hardest working people in the building, bar none.
Yeah, and he also spoke about race in a way that was not offensive and very intelligent, and he talked about the benefit of being biracial. He said, me growing up, when I kicked it with my dad, I got to kick it with both sides, and he said that goes right into my leadership today. It goes into my leadership today to where I can go hang out with the black crew and listen to their music, and I can go out there and hang with the white crew. And because let's be honest, man, if you played on a team that was diverse like I did, there still was cliques and coaching.
There was all kinds of cliques.
Because it is something to having a certain music that you like. I don't like country, but my white teammates loved it. You couldn't drag me to their clubs. You see what I'm saying? But you couldn't drag them to my clubs, right? You know what I mean? But that could go to both. That's
and
but
cool.
Somebody said, Day Walker said this, Cowboys not going Slater, Sewell. You don't restructure Tyrone and Liel and draft those guys. No, you still can draft those guys, because when you're thinking about tackle, you got to think years out. You don't get a tackle to be an instant starter all the time, because look at Philly did it.
But
Philly did it with Dillard. Remember, they got Dillard in the first round, but still had Cox. But Cox's wheels just fell off. Dillard getting ready to have to step up. So you actually get them early.
But they were still talking about they could restructure and Tyron could still do a magical retirement. It still could happen. It still could happen. Just because they're saying he's working on this and that, we don't know. So we'll just have to see with that. But at the end
and then also drafting him could be
don't stop you from drafting somebody.
Right, and then you could also move him on the inside. Like if you got some concern on Connor Williams, you might do him like Zach Martin, where we go start you at guard, but we feel like you're good enough to play tackle if ever needed. Right. Shit, how long did it take us to finally need Zach Martin to play tackle? But when he did,
but he was a tackle in college though.
Right. And so like Slater, so because they tackles, and like matter of fact, our best guards was tackles.
Yes, I mean guard and tackle can fluctuate. You feel me?
If that athlete a dog enough, and everybody talked about even Liel Collins. I still say Liel was a fish in water at guard. It took him a while to get his legs at tackle. Now he's cold as hell. But where he was cold day one, like definitely. But if he would have stayed at guard, Liel would have been an all-pro consistently at
because
his
of his
rate,
size, and he
and
was
he
playing
was
next to
mauling.
Tyron. Yeah, he was a mauler because he
Ooh.
was so bad damn big.
And
You
remember
feel
that
me?
pull when he was
Yeah.
running
Oh
down there
yes.
with McFadden
Yes.
and all that?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I loved him at guard too, but he's the type of player that I saw that he could flex and move to a tackle because
Yeah.
he's just an athlete. You
Yeah,
feel me?
he's an athlete.
Leao
Yeah.
is just an athlete, and
Yeah.
he can just do those type of things. Not everybody can do that because not everybody's not athletic. Leao is just different as far as athletic ability. It's just the truth. When you see him, that's a big mother sucker, dog. That's a big mother sucker. Playing guard?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Yes.
that size?
Yes.
Playing guard?
So let's just play with this. If you want to take this linebacker question, because that super chat sitting out there.
Oh,
Or you want to stay on this topic?
No. Well, no, let's get the super card. Let's say. So this is for Joey Coco 99 for the $5 holla. Appreciate you. You said you think we need a tweener linebacker DB who can cover tight ends for the first pick. Who covers better, Mike or JLK? That's not even a question. That's not. Don't ever ask that question again. Not even disrespected to you, but that's not even a question.
Yeah,
JLK is a better cover guy. He can cover slot. He can play safety. That must cover everything. Okay. And here's the thing. Just because he ain't scared of contact, he will take on big. He's not scared, but it don't matter if he's not scared. 215 still scares me. Don't matter if he ain't scared because you taking on big boys in college, but they're gonna be way bigger in the pros and they're grown. So at 10,
that's JLK on that.
He's nasty. But at 10 with that size, that's just too scary for me. That's scary. That's
bro. I didn't even put JLK in my book.
You wild. You wild. That's wild, dog. I can't feel you on that one. I can't feel you on that one. Sorry.
And no, it's okay. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I talked to BJ and we talked about it. I say, tell me the film to watch. He said, go watch the Florida State. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna check it out, but I'm not buying it.
You can go look at I go look at my game I did with them with
I go check it out. I promise. We both doing homework. See, but see,
okay,
this is the deal, though.
Yeah, see, I think you're gonna differ if you see the game I showed.
And that's fine. See, check this out. This is the deal, because this is why I say the Boss Cowboy guide is written in pencil. Like it's still like we debate.
What? You see what he said? Let me say.
What Buddha say?
Buddha said.
Oh, I got a dislike. Oh man, my boy Buddha just in love. He fall in love with them dudes, man.
They owe you, boss. They owe you, boss.
I mean, you
can
try to get on me. I don't, bro. I'm not buying that 210, 15 bullshit.
Oh, you ain't watching it though.
And then everybody said, Darius Leonard played it. Yeah, of course. I watched this film, bro. I probably watched the wrong film.
Listen, Darius Leonard, I'm gonna tell you for real. I told you, I watched him a couple games. He made business decisions. He didn't want that work with some bigger running backs. I seen it. I watched that. I was actually gonna post it on Twitter, but I didn't want to disrespect Leonard like that because he a beast. But he ain't want that action. He ain't want that action from the big boy.
Right.
But I feel what you're saying about that size, dog. And I'm not saying anything, but all I'm saying is I wouldn't do it at 10 with him because I'm scared of the size. But he is naturally instinctive. He's not scared of contact. He will run in there for running back. He don't care, and he can cover. The only thing, his only really negative is that size, boss. Because if he was that height and was like 230, 235, oh no, he's definitely in there. He's definitely in there because he's instinctual, dog. He's instinctual,
and I see all of that. I saw all of that on tape, but man,
yeah,
I'm just having you listen, dog. Check.
You just saying that. You just saying not at 10,
and right? Not at all. Even on our team at linebacker, 210,
215.
Listen, 215. Listen. Y'all took a swallow. I'm still chewing that, bro. And let's not act like that's easy. That's not easy, bro.
I know
to take Darius Leonard, it's not too many more you can compare to. The norm that you see is at least 225 to 240, right?
Yeah.
Darius Leonard, I had as my number one linebacker coming out, bro. But but this is the time where I would go double check because
You weren't worried about that size though.
I wasn't, bro. And see, and this is why I wasn't worried about it.
Why? Why was he different than JLK?
Because I don't even believe JLK though 215. Y'all believe that? I think he 210, bro. Like that.
Probably is.
If you go look at Darius Leonard build and go look at him, they don't look the same, bro. The so-called same weight. Darius Leonard got a little bit more thump. Yeah,
like Darius Leonard, even though he's slim, he's built like a linebacker.
And I'm telling y'all the truth. I gotta wait to his pro day. I gotta wait for all of that. I'm being honest because I know that they lied my whole career on my weight. Yeah. When I was in high school and you played, they lied on your weight on them scouts.
They're giving you at least an inch in height. Yeah. They're going to give you at least 10 pounds.
Sometimes 20. Sometimes 20.
Depending on how they look at you.
When I was in high school, I was 155. No, they had me 185, 190.
They're giving you an inch and at least 10 pounds.
So like
that's why they do the measurements. That's why they say take your damn shoes off.
Yeah, bro.
Because they be measuring them in shoes.
Exactly. I gotta chew on this. I'm trying though, bro. I'm trying. Now,
what up, bro?
Now if he come back and he 220, he in that book fast as hell.
He don't be no damn 220.
But if he come back 210, I'm be like, see, that's why I say I ain't trust that shit. And listen, I'm not, man, but it is some people, they dogs, even with the size.
He's a dog.
It's hard for me to chew it. Like it's somebody else that's a dog despite his size. Jamal Adams is a mini linebacker on the cool, right?
Right.
So, but let me chew on it some more. Let me keep chewing. I just haven't swallowed it yet.
I'm not chewing at 10 because I'm nervous at 10. I'm not chewing at 10, but I can chew later. I can chew on it later. But he probably won't be there later because so many people are gonna be geeked on his athletic attributes and they're gonna just jump at it. You feel me? So he's not gonna probably be available. So I'm not chewing on it at 10, boss. Yeah, I'm chewing on it later, but he's not gonna be available later. So that's why I said JLK, if you don't get him at 10, he's just not gonna be your pick.
Right. And see, because 10 to me, 10 should be the closest to sure as possible.
Yeah, you got to get a guarantee at 10. Like we need a dog. We don't want to get a guy just like I was talking about Surtain, boss. Like I think Surtain could be good in the pros, but I don't want somebody who's just good at 10. No, you got to be a dog. Not good. I get good at second round. I get good in the third round. Right. I need dog at 10.
Yeah, I need.
You feel me?
Damn,
I need animal at 10.
Yeah, I need.
Oh, he's good.
Freak.
No, I need animal.
Like God Himself just
animal.
Put His hand on you and say, "Thou shalt play linebacker. You shall run it a 4.2 speed. Thou shall have agility as a deer." You know what I mean? Those are 10 picks. 10s are blessed by God. They're anointed to play football.
Yeah.
So, you don't have no what ifs at 10.
No, you got to have a dog at 10. So I don't want to, and that's why I'm cool with getting an offensive player because I think there's going to be a doggish offensive player available, and everybody's loving Slater.
George
because
Brooks, they listen to Boss Cowboy. Thank God this guy isn't our GM. Yeah,
George Brooks he always like that. He always be hating on.
Yeah, that's how
George.
Good,
you be hating on the chronic. You be hating on the 0242 too. That's why I think I know George.
Yeah. I'm glad you not know GM, George.
Ask George who would he pick?
Yeah, because they always do that. They'll take a shot, but then don't got no opinions.
George, now, who would you pick at 10, George? I want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, who you? Yeah, you 10, and I want to hear your second round.
Yeah, George, who you picking at 10 and 4?
Yeah. So why he getting the sound back? Yeah, who you picking at 10? Who you picking? You back? Yeah, he getting it back. Yeah, who you pick? Yeah, I see.
I'm waiting to see.
You missed the GM, so you say
you GM right now, George.
You GM right now. What you go do?
Where you at, George?
See, that's what they do. I don't see nothing.
No, I'm waiting. We waiting.
Coming. Like you go take your
waiting,
shot.
George.
I saw you taking a shot. You took you to dig at some.
But we asking you who you picking at 10 and 44.
And that's an easy question, man. That's a layup.
Right, that's easy.
That's a layup. You could pick Pitts or Waddle and act like you really know what you're talking about. But you so GM, you can't even respond.
Yeah, where you at?
Shot at some people who doing some work after work and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, where you at? Where you at?
All kind of work on this type of stuff, and then you will come in here and take a cheap plug. See, this is different between me and big games. We not like Dak. We'll slap your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got to take your shit.
No, we
And
don't. We don't take shit. That's what we asking. Who you picking, dog? Since you jumped out there talking all that shit.
Yeah, so he ain't said nothing, man. Back to business.
Yeah, okay. That's
right.
all right.
That's what I thought.
You ain't got nothing else to say? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
back to
simple.
the show. Back
Yeah,
to the
back to
show.
the show.
Back to the motherfucking show. You feel me? Back to the motherfucking
Straight
show.
up, bro.
Fuck
Straight
you
up,
talking
man. Take
about,
no
man.
bitch ass shot like
Oh,
that.
nah,
Like, nah,
fuck you
man. We do,
talking
man.
about,
Say,
dog.
man, boys be doing
Put
too much work. Coming
motherfucking
here
work
with
in
that.
there. Don't
You
come
know
in
what
with
I'm saying?
that bullshit, dog.
Boys in here, man, got 14 jobs and still be looking up
You
draft
feel
picks and
me? I don't wanna hear
man
that
and
shit.
putting our hearts and soul to listen. You come your clown ass in here and start,
Yeah. I don't want to hear that shit,
man, better
dog.
get the fuck on,
Fuck
man.
you talking about?
So yeah, nah, this
Yeah.
ain't Dak, partner.
You
Nah,
feel
like,
me?
I don't work for the Cowboys.
You feel me? You feel
I
me?
check your
You
man.
feel me?
Say, let me get back, man. We
Let's
going to
get back. All right,
DFW on this month.
let's get back
You
to
know what I'm
let's
saying?
get,
I ain't trying to
yeah.
get this boy that DFW, man.
Yeah, let's get back. Let's get back to the show.
Yeah, man. Look at they clown. They all laughing at your clown ass.
Clown ass nigga.
Dude
On that
done left.
bullshit.
You should leave.
You feel me?
How the hell Philly come in here and give us respect and your funk ass don't? That's
You
what
supposed
gets
to
me
be a
on my
Cowboy
nerves
fan,
about. You supposed to be a Cowboy fan. See, Cowboy fans most arrogant motherfuckers in the world sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Like, nah, like it's so listen, like it's okay to disagree. Y'all saw me and Big Game James disagree, but
Don't come in here with no disrespect, all whole ass shit. No,
yeah.
Don't be good. Don't come in here with no disrespect like that,
Man,
dog.
straight up, man.
Fuck all that.
Nah,
Ain't nobody on
nah,
that shit. We got our own channels. Ain't nobody paying, man.
Man. Boys working hard around here, man.
Yeah, all right.
Around here, go talk fly, get checked, partner. Now back to business.
All right, let's back to business. Back to business, boss. Back to business. All right. So, see, you done got me all off topic.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I don't like that disrespect. I ain't gonna do that no more. I shouldn't even read that bullshit.
No, you good. You right. We good.
Yeah.
All right, man, we got a question.
We got a super chat. Let's rock.
See, there you go. Super chat. Look, super
chat.
Super chat. Let's get that up. Okay, here we go. It is super chat from Mr. Joey Coco 99 again. Do the Cowboys just need to stack up on DT and linebackers? We haven't had any dogs at linebacker since 2018. We got to stop people 3 and out. I mean, it's obvious we have to. Here's the thing. If we have 10 picks, right, big dog, if we got 10 picks, I remember I was telling you that we should do at least, because Quinn always, if he's got a multiple, like let's say if he's got 8 to 9 picks, he always gets at least 2 defensive tackles. You feel me? He goes and he'll get the linebacker. So I think you got to get at least 2 defensive tackles in this draft. You got to get at least 2 linebackers. Definitely 1 corner. I can say you can go probably 2 and at least a safety. What do you think?
Ain't nothing to add to that. Yes to everything.
Okay.
I mean, yes to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's so obvious. Everybody's saying that our hoes, you know, the main thing that I'm gonna start focusing on, man, is you go see a lot of content coming from me.
Right.
You go see me really hitting hard on that politics, because that's the secret. That's the secret thing that will mess us over. Because the pattern is so clear, and the more obviously I research it, the more I see it. And the problem with Dallas is the Dallas Cowboys put their foot on the gas and on the brakes at the same time. You know, they'll do some genius like finally sign Dak,
and they'll do dumb shit and not sign a free agent,
right? Or keep Crawford.
Exactly.
Who allegedly went in there to give himself a pay cut, and it was like,
no, keep your $9 million. It's okay.
Yeah. And then you say, yeah, we like our guys. When you looking at
that shit up,
you know, top safeties,
throw up when I hear that.
And that's why I'm really keeping my own that, and I'm trying to really get the Dallas Cowboy fan base to rally against the politics,
right?
Like, and this is why people got to truly use hashtags. Like, we got to do that, man. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, throwing the comments by. We got 145 people on, so we should easily get 145 people to hashtag no.
Oh, Dallas he jumped out here. Politics. He jumped out here. Say here, he's here. Yeah. Well, we still waited for you, George. You said you're here listening, but you didn't answer our question because I ain't letting you off on this. Since you said Willie McClay and Steven don't listen to Boss Cowboys, you jumped out here jump out there and say, who would you draft at 10 and 44? Because you made statements, I'm glad you ain't doing the draft. So that sounds like you smarter than other people. So if you think you're smarter, I want to see who you picking at 10 and who you picking at 44. Don't wait till we start getting in the conversation again 10 minutes later and then jump in when we
no
going
answer.
off. You feel me? Answer that question.
Yeah.
You jumped in here and said you listening. Answer that number 10 and 44. Who is you picking at 10 and 44?
I tell you what, George,
you know something.
I will sign your autograph when I see you. I will sign your breast. Okay.
Wow.
I will sign your breast because you obviously looking for some Boss Cowboy attention. For real. I know the whore vibes when I see it. You're a whore. Like, and you want attention. That's typical whoredom. That's what whores do. I know that spirit on you, man. I know that. Like, you come in here, you ain't got nothing to say, but Boss Cowboy, are you listening to him destroy the draft? The hell? How did I destroy a draft? Like,
we ain't heard what you got to say. Since you saying our draft people suck over here. Let's hear what you got to say. You can't say people suck and then you don't got nothing to say about what
because since his clown ass that came in here, man, it ain't been nothing but laughter at this monkey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like waiting, like
like he ain't said nothing, and then the show is growing,
and then
like
we go back to talking again.
Like you
but I'm jumping in saying you suck. Okay, let's hear what you got to say.
Yeah, and
we gave him too much fame, boss. We gave him too much fame.
We did, but hey, man, you making it fun because everybody laughing at you.
I'm not. I know, but I'm just
back to football. I'm with you.
Okay, let's get this question right here. I think there's a question. Chris Jones. I think my guy says, why the hell has Chris Jones not been cut? I'm asking that my damn self. Why ain't they cut Chris Jones? They cut, and you know what they jumped out there and said, like Awale, what's his name? What's his name? What's that fullback's name?
I think you said it right, Alawale.
Yeah, something like that. Why the hell was we Dallas put that out there like, so he opted out. Dallas cuts Jamiz.
So
Jamiz, he opted out. Nobody cares. See, they do dumb shit like that. That's annoying.
See, that's what I'm talking about, though. It's the politics. See, everybody. See, when you got it. Here we go. Y'all know when I do this, I'm dead serious, bro.
What?
When you sitting up there like, why we haven't cut Chris? See, when I put on these CVs, I'm seeing.
Yeah, I know that you're about to get that clear eye view.
Yeah, listen, man.
That cut eye view.
Everybody know the man should have been cut. And listen, that's what's going to keep us from winning the Super Bowl. Now, we can win it, but everything will have to go super right. Super right for us to win it. That's the only way. So now you're looking at the typical Dallas Cowboy politics where they have their guys.
That one punter that came in was nice, though.
Exactly. And if this was about business, it's an easy business decision.
He'd have been already cut.
But they treat some of their guys like sons. And I call them, they say that they're sons.
They are their sons.
And it's not color, it's not race.
They're sons.
It's sons. It's about
You're my son.
Who do I prefer, or who did I bet on? And I bet I'm almost like it's bets, because when it's that, it's about ego. It's like when they had those private conversations and they're overlooking practice, and they say, "I see something about that Anthony Brown guy. I just really think that guy is going to end up turning out to be a solid pro. That guy, he has it, and plus he's a good guy. Look at him, he always smile, and he's so determined. Guess what he did? He had a chip tattooed on his back."
Oh boy. And you know you can save money.
Yeah, it is. So it's Anthony Brown's, it's the punter, it was Witten, it's over and over, and to a degree it was even Romo.
Right? You lay. He says, "Sir, okay, here's his people. Sertan Moring, new, not feeling that. And I'm not even hating on
Wilson at the third. Stop.
Wilson is not gonna last there.
Stop talking.
Shelvin,
no more talking.
And definitely not taking Bobby
It took
Brown
all that time to Google.
Yeah, I mean, you listen to all of us. I mean, I can't give you that credit because you're just now saying it.
And the fact that you pick Sertain at one, the fact that you pick a Sertain at one, let us know you don't know nothing. You don't know literally nothing.
Moring at two, Wilson's not going to last till 3, maybe Shelvin. And Bobby Brown, hell no, I'm not taking no Bobby Brown at no 3rd round. McNeil's probably maybe there. Cox at 4. Cox is not going to last till the 4th round. He's not. And Moring, I wouldn't take him at 2. I'm not even hating on you when I'm saying this like I'm being a hater right now, George, but you took a very long time to answer these questions. So you can go look up some stuff right quick. It's like you got to jump out there really quick. So when I ask you that instantly, you got to throw it out there instantly. You can't take 27 minutes and then throw it out there. Then, you feel me? That's cheating. If we say, show us right now, you should put it out. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
If you take 27 minutes to post it, I can't feel you.
I'm gonna name some big names and act like I'm a GM.
Right.
Hey, look at my list. I got people that's literally 1st round grades, and I'm gonna get them in the 2nd and 3rd because I'm a GM.
You can't. When we ask you to throw it out there, you can't wait 27 minutes and do it later. Don't count. Sorry. Anyway, boss, and that's why my dog. So, what do you feel like? We got this draft coming up, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about these Cowboys, right quick. That's because you know how the Cowboys are always talking about their players, having them in the draft room or meeting them. Cowboys are really, really quiet this year. Have you noticed that? Because they're always showing their hand, telling them, oh, we like this guy, we like this guy. Have you noticed that you don't know where the Cowboys are going with this pick?
Yeah, and their moves are different. Like, we know that Julian, when they free up cash, a signing is like the next day, right? We all know that. That's been the pattern the last 6 years. They freed up $17 million and it's quiet. When they first freed up that money, I was like, that's likely going to be an internal player that they're going to sign. So I was looking for like a Wuze or Xavier. That's what I was thinking, that they got a guy in the building that they're getting ready to sign, and they trying to get BPA position for the draft. But they just freed up the 17 million and chilling. You're right, and they're quiet. And I said that. I said that also. That's the only reason I start feeling like Dak was gonna get signed, because 2 days before it, I was like, they chirp all the time before deadlines. It was no headlines this time. They was about football this time. Yeah, it's quiet, bro. You right. It's different. But they did tip their hand at the press conference that they likely going with offense at 10.
Yeah, they're gonna go offense at 10.
Because he said when you reach for need, and see, that lets you know they feel real good about BPA, because remember, the whole fan base was basically, having a little ooey over Chason last year. Remember?
Right.
Chason.
Right.
And then even at pick 17, I was thinking these dummies finna pass on Lamb. You know what I mean?
And they
got Lamb. And they saw a whole season of benefit of that. Man, I don't see how you can see a evidence of instant stardom and then say, let's go opposite the next year. Right. You know what I mean? So I think this gonna sound morbid to say this, but I think there's a seriousness that's happening. I think there's some concern. It's just a gut feeling that of Jerry's passing. Not saying he's sick, not saying he got a bad report, but they say it a lot, bro.
I feel like they're have a more sense of urgency now.
Yeah,
I feel
because Steven said,
yes,
my dad keep coming to me saying you got to get it done before I go.
Because I feel like Jerry's almost 80 years old, ain't he?
He's up there, man.
He's almost 80 years old, and he's not looking like that young, vibrant Jerry anymore. He's looking old. Jerry is looking old now. Let's keep it real. When you look at Jerry Jones, he looks old. Yes. And so he's recognizing himself. And maybe that's why he's like, we got to get this deal done with Dak. We need to go ahead and get these players. You need to go get somebody, Steven, and do this, because I don't have time. I want to get another Super Bowl before I go. I need to see this, man. So
I keep hearing too much before I go, because you know what it sounds like, because this happens in a lot of families. people be having issues, but they so wealthy they can have private doctors that cover up stuff that might have happened, like heart attacks and all kind of stuff. You don't know what's going on in their family, but it looks like it's something that's making them lock in. You're right. It is looking more lock-in-ish and football-ish than I've seen in a while. You're right. It's one of those things we still got to let it play out, obviously, but you're right, bro. Anybody that been watching us for a while and know our patterns, we usually stick to our patterns. That's why I'm over here like they're going to sign Xavier Woods, is because their pattern says they're going to do that. But if they break that pattern, I'm gonna be like, damn, they actually starting to get on some football. You know what I mean? And if we get on real football, I mean, like to where we stop the silly stuff like our guy stuff and go ahead and go get a Kenny. You ain't got to go get the best guy. You ain't got to go get the Anthony Harris. You can go get you a Daniel or Duran. You know, you can get your Trey Boston. Go do something like that. I'm gonna say, shit, Dallas is on it. I think you got another super chat.
Yeah, my guy, Dallas Cowboy Homer, he asked Greg Newsome from Northwestern. You did him. I heard some things. I haven't got to a Greg Newsome, so I'm not gonna front, but you probably looked at him more than me. What are your thoughts about him?
Greg Newsome? What position?
He's corner. So yeah, you probably have to get a look at him. Because I've corner Northwestern. I haven't.
Oh yeah, I did do him. I'm sorry. Let me go look at my notes. Because he ran that fast 40. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what's up on Greg Newsome. See, Greg Newsome is also one of those late round corners that could outperform your first round corners. Because when I watched his tape,
isn't he big?
Yeah, he's big.
He's got good size, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's great out of his breaks. He's very good in press and change of direction. And what you see really good is he really closes windows with his speed. You know what I'm saying? So
change everything, don't it?
Yeah, it does. And BJ, it does. Like,
but it don't matter. You can be fast as shit, but if you can't cover, it don't matter how fast you are, dog.
Yeah, and he can cover. He can cover. Now, is he like he was one I had to go back and look at again?
Is he like a 6'2" guy? Is he a 6'2" guy?
He about 6'1".
6'2".
Yeah, 6'2". And but see, yeah, and BJ, right? It wasn't a lot of talk on him.
Right, BJ.
But you know that, but at the same time,
that's what happens though, BJ. You know
that's on time though, because and it's fair because like all of us should have tape grades, and then after the measurables come in, right? That's fair because sometimes, let's all be honest, we also get caught up in the hype. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes them numbers kind of bring you back to reality. Like I can't remember, it was about 4 years ago. Remember they had 2 Florida corners and they was getting hype. Ooh, they 15. I can't remember their names, but you know what I'm talking about. It was 2 Florida corners. No, it was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 Florida corners, and they was hyped to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But them boys ran them 4.7s.
There ain't nobody talking about them mother suckers no more when they ran that 4.7. Like, yep, he was the first round and now he's 7th.
And their tape was first. Their tape said first. That 4.7 said, hell no. Hell.
I don't know how you don't get drafted as a corner with a 4.7. You don't get drafted.
And then the people
you're undrafted.
And the people that fell in love with them, they start trying to justify that 4.7. You know,
man, he played fast on the field.
He played fast. Now, fuck that. 4.7
is a 4.7.
Nah, I ain't taking that chance, bro. You better
be. He ain't talking about CJ Henderson because CJ Henderson was pretty good this year.
Yeah, see, and he was fast.
Yeah, CJ Henderson was pretty nice.
Nah, it was about 4 years ago. I'm gonna go get their names because I use them all the time. I got to get better at that.
Get their names
because once I say it, everybody gonna be like, "Yeah, I remember them." Because it was 2 Florida corners and both of them was hyped to heaven and to them 40s. So it's 2 grades. So this is where the Boss Cowboy guide is. I'm just being honest. That's why I say most of it is written in pencil.
You need a.
I got tape grades. It's out. The book out.
Nothing.
I just ain't do the advertising yet. You go get that in the morning. Oh, I got you. I got you. We go plug it, and then like last year, you the first person I did a show with. Once I released it Friday.
Yeah. And I was showing screen, so I'm gonna show it again.
My guy, BJ.
Yeah, is it Tez Tabor?
And it was the other one
Florida.
too.
Yeah, because they was
BJ.
hyping him.
Yeah,
I remember Tez because they was
Tabor,
hyping
right?
him.
It was to heaven. They tape look good though. They tape was nice. Like everybody was like, "Whoo, if I could get them, whoo."
Yeah, Tabor was hot.
Yeah, but man, 4-7.
Yeah,
that's why everybody. Thank you, my brother. My boy BJ say feeling that shirt, man.
I told you, boom o'clock about.
Yeah. I took my Wakanda juice, BJ, man.
He took his Wakanda forever over here. It's Wakanda forever. Yeah, man, Wakanda forever.
What's it called? It's called vibranium. I got my vibranium juice.
Boom o'clock, boom. He's on the islands, man.
Let's go. Yeah, BJ. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So,
hey, but
look, I got the little alien in the middle.
See,
there,
look at that.
Look,
I told him,
I'm feeling it, man.
Hey, listen, when I turned the show and I seen Boss, I said, "Oh wow, oh yeah, he trying to be, oh yeah, he getting all flossy up in here."
Hey, listen, I'm a corner. You know, hey man, a corner. If you, I'm one of those. Yeah, that's it's in our DNA, man. Yeah, it's just in us, man. We colorful. Corners are colorful.
I'm different. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, corners are colorful. It's true.
It is.
You got some hard corners, but most of them gonna have some flamboyance to them.
Yeah, because they got to, because you on the island by
yourself. You gotta have that like swag. You know.
Yeah, you got that swag with that yellow shirt.
Hey man, you gonna get off a yellow shirt, man, with them sneak dissing you doing to you, boy, man. Wakanda forever, man. Y'all show some respect, man. Come on.
My nigga. Oh, did I say that word? Sorry.
Yeah, but you meant it as a term of endearment. Hey, and see, and don't come here crying. See, he said it. I can say it. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. It's a little different. He meant it different than you would. Okay, so don't even think that. But
oh, that's funny. So let's answer this question, man.
The whole time, man.
Answer this question, boss.
All right, let's go, bro.
We already talked about it, but let's answer it again. My dogs, Justin. Shout out for the $2 holiday, says, "Boss, big game. What about JC Horn?" We already gave our synopsis about it, but I give you the quick synopsis. I love him as far as the aggressiveness. I love him because he does have those traits like his father, because his father was an aggressive type player, and I see that in his son. We both agree he's a little stiff in the hips and the turn. If you look at him in his tackling, he can be a very good tackler, but he is really wild in his tackling. Like, he takes like these. You know how Jalen Ramsey tackles sometimes, just like kind of wild and reckless.
Yeah, trying to bang you.
Yeah, he's trying to bang you, and I think that's where Horn does, and he needs to stop being so reckless, because he'll end up taking bad angles or missing a tackle because he's trying to make the big play or make the big hit, and I think he needs to stop doing that. Also, like I said, when a receiver can get a foot inside of him and turn, he quickly will grab him. And he's got to be aware of that, because the officials are going to call that, and he's going to get called for that. So those are little things I worry about, but I love his aggressiveness. Now, the only thing I worry about too with Horn, Boss, because we know that Quinn plays a heavy cover, 3, those types of nature. I didn't see, in my opinion, where JC was better off ball than he was on ball. So that's where I a little worry about him, and that's where I said Surtain is more of the all-around player, because he can play in multiple fronts. He can man-to-man you, he can play in cover, and he's a smart player where he can read things and see things how players go. So that's just my thing on JC Horn.
Yeah, JC Horn, a dog. And we said this earlier in the show. To sum it up, the top 3 all got a but to him. He does this, but this one does this, but all 3. So to me, especially when you've been looking at classes for years, you start really comparing classes to classes. Right. Most people only compare within that one class. To me, it helps your eye when you're grading classes. So when
he said Quincy Wilson.
Yeah, Quincy Wilson. Yes, yeah.
Wasn't Quincy? Hold on. Didn't Quincy go to the Saints? Wait a minute. Was he a corner? No, that wasn't him. That was the other guy that went to the Saints. It was
Tabor. They put it in. It was Tabor and somebody.
Yeah. Quincy. Who's that safety went from? No, I know who that was. That was Johnson. Darius something Johnson went to the Saints. He was a safety. I don't know if he went from Florida, but I know they're talking about Quincy Wilson.
Right. Yeah.
They're right. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And I try to stay away from that.
Oh, my bad. What do we answered your question, Joey Coco 99 about the no, we didn't. I'm gonna ask you this, boss, because he asked, my bad, Joey. He asked, would you want a big run stuffing like One Tech, or would you take the athletic One Tech? Which one?
Run stuffing.
Like if you had a chance between like a Tyler Shevin who's a full 365, or would you take like a Marvin Wilson who's more athletic and can do both?
Shevin. That's good, and I prioritize that in the guide. Run stopping. And I heard your cases, Big, and I know exactly where you coming from.
I feel where you coming.
I just want to plug it. I just want to plug it, bro, because I don't trust that coach. I don't, bro. I'm being all the way honest, bro. Yeah. I don't like if it was like a Rod. Yeah, go with the 3.
But don't you think Dan Quinn, because he's worked with the defensive line so much, he knows that, and he's gonna really have his imprints on that? Don't you think? And I know what you say. And I know what you say, because we all know that there's different. When we're talking about the rooms, we understand the rooms.
Yeah.
When there's a room, you don't go into that room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like because Quinn's first year, you got a young guy in there. I feel like he's going to be more hands-on and have his imprint on that defensive line. I think that's where, I feel maybe a little better that I think he'll have more of the imprint on the defensive line, and it won't be just the young kid.
Yeah. But it still worries me.
I know
from this standpoint.
Yes,
with it being so damn obvious a need, it's almost just like what they did to Dak when they put Kellen Moore as the QB coach. That shit was dumb. Like, I understand you wanted to go ahead and get him into coaching. Well, then you should have made him a co-offensive coordinator. You don't put no first-time coach with the biggest need. You don't fucking do that, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
It's because that's the biggest need. Like, sometimes you'll put a younger coach with a veteran group that coaches themselves. You know what I mean? Like, some veteran groups is like, man, we on autopilot.
But let's keep it real though, boss. Quinn is not going to be doing coaching duties like he was the head coach. He's going to specifically defense. And so you saw Marinelli wear different hats.
Yeah, he could step in there.
I think he's going to step in there and have a real big imprint.
See, and
kind of grow him.
And this is the thing when I think about it too, why I can't just get optimistic on that, because if he could have stepped in, then you should have stepped in as D coordinator when you was at Atlanta. You see what I'm saying?
It's like harder though, boss. You know
it is harder. It is, because you are wearing way more hats as a head coach than when you have a D coordinator. Harder, you can kind of narrow it down. Yeah, you're more. Yeah, you gotta be the major overseer as the head coach, and you're. But at the same time, it's just the fact that we even debating this is bad.
Right.
Put it like that. It's just you know what I'm saying? The fact that this is not a home run, and then we done already been like, hey man, we moving on from that because they obviously did their thing on that. No, the fact that we busting heads on this is bad. Like, we was 31st in run with some talent.
We gave up 2,500 yards rushing and out of 5 yards a carry. 2,500 yards rushing. This is worse than even when your boy was in there, the old guy, Monty Kiffin, when that defense was notoriously bad, and they gave up 2,000, I think, like 37 yards rushing. It was like 4.7 yards a carry, and that was like the worst ever at that time. Dallas eclipsed it this year. You know what I'm saying? With the 2,500 yards rushing and 5 yards a carry. That's ridiculous for a whole year.
And I'm not trying to be Dabby Downing, y'all. I'm not trying to piss in your yogurt, as my partner say, man, or spit in your Kool-Aid, man. It's just that I'm really honestly trying to call balls and strikes. You remember last year we was talking, man. You said, boss, do you have a concern going into the season? Because there was a lot of optimism, right? And I said, yeah, the defense. Remember? Mm-hmm. I said, because Mike, and it really wasn't nothing too major prophetic on how I saw it, but it was like Mike McCarthy is notorious for not really cleaning that side of the ball up.
Right.
So it was one of those things like it's wait and see. And on top of that, me and you were seeing stuff that was like weird, like them lobbying for Thompson. Right. And then they not actually doing anything about linebacker with obvious linebacker injury issues. So it was like this looked like this is a house that's made of straw, you know. So it's one of those things to where I'm still waiting to see because there is so much favoritism on the Dallas Cowboys. They really do, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That's where they express their most entitlement.
Right.
So it's like, and they don't stop. They don't stop. They just keep doing it over and over. Like, yeah, we got Jones, and he's 6'2", 220, runs a 4.4, but we're gonna go with our 6th rounder. We like our guy. We're gonna have Georgia Loca in here, and Georgia Loca, he started more than any one of y'all, and he was the only one to actually earn a top safety contract. But when he gets here, we're not gonna give him any reps, because we like our guy. And then you know what? We got Clinton Dix, but we're gonna put out there that that Thompson is some practice superstar, and that is just not a practice guy, and so we caught him because we're serious about practice. The fuck out of here, man. Like it's about, man, how them boys play on that field. So and just the whole mystery, like they said, why is Chris still on the team? Right? Why could Witten just come back? And see, it's only really one or two you can say on the offense, but all the politics is on the defense, bro. And then it's a bad defense, and they do it even when we bad.
Right.
Like, we've been begging for safety for the last 15 damn years. No, it ain't been that long. Since church.
No, we've been begging a long time. Yeah, since
church. Like, since church, and church, like, church was solid, but like church wasn't us all pro. But
he was solid.
He was pro to us now because of we've been in a desert since church, bro. We've been in a pure desert as safety. Like, I watch these good safeties because I'm getting ready to release a lot of film on a lot of safeties. Bro, I get so jealous, bro. I get so envious, bro. I get envious as hell, man. I watched Deron Harmon from Detroit go head up with what's my boy out of Tennessee? The running back.
Oh, Henry.
Yeah. Coming straight out that A-gap and got the nuts to yuck out. I say, man, I have not seen that in our safety since church. Since church. Like, we good on Donovan Wilson, but look how long it took him to start. Man, we got favorites, bro. And the podcast community need to get in that ass. Because if we don't say nothing, they go do that same entitled shit. They go come out there and sell us more boo-boo.
Well, here's the thing that I'm going to have some hope with that, boss. Here's the hope I'm going to have with that is because remember how we were talking like with Marinelli, how he pounded the table for Taco Charlton. He pounded the table for Tristan Hill. Here's my thing. They brought this is I'm trying to just spin positives in my head. Listen what I'm saying though. I'm spinning the positive. No, listen. Because you brought a Dan Quinn in, right? Dan Quinn is notorious of getting players, defensive tackles, and those secondary players, specifically free safeties. He has to have those people work in his defense. True. And so that's where I'm saying where they let Marinelli do their thing. Maybe they're letting Quinn come in and say, listen, we've neglected the defensive tackle position. We've neglected the safety position. So you have done it before at this spot. You have done it here. We're going to just kind of let you get in this draft room and kind of work your magic and get a defensive tackle and a safety for us. So that's what I'm spinning it from, because that's what he usually goes for when he's trying to make his defense, and that's where we lack. So I'm thinking that the Cowboys will say, hey, we let Rod do it. We're going to kind of let you come in and put your hand and your imprint on this defense. That's what I feel like they're probably trying to give Quinn that access, and that's what I have to go on and live off of. Maybe that's the hope when he gets in the draft room, that's what will be a focus, or even in free agency, that he says, hey, I want this guy, and they say, well, let's go get him.
Right, and I hope you're right, but this is why I don't think that's going to happen, because I think like when Chris Richard came, he had a better resume than Quinn. You know what I'm saying? He had the best resume. He was actually looked at as a candidate of a head coach. So if anybody should have had the pull to come over here and get their guy, it should have been him. And the fact that they even pulled that politic bullshit on him too. And then looking at the fact that Quinn came in neutered to it, like that's the
Yeah,
worst
we
way to
talked about
say it.
that. Yeah,
But
humble.
he's humbled. Like you was fired mid-season. It's
Kind of come
almost
in
like you're
humble.
appreciative to get a job.
Don't
Like
come in that damn. Don't come in that press conference saying thank you so much, Jones, for letting me. If you say that, Quinn, I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna like you at all. If you come in, Quinn, thank you so much to Jones. I'm so grateful for have this job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't freaking do that. Just come in and say it one god darn time and never say it again.
yeah, it's and then and it's almost like anything, man. It's like power can be like a drug. Once you kind of used to it, it's hard to kind of put it down, right? The Cowboys front office has been so used to against logic playing who they want to play on defense. I don't see them just taking their hands off. You've been
Right.
doing this bullshit substitution between Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis since Jordan Lewis been here, bro. Like, and it because like even the first year it didn't make sense. 2017, Jordan Lewis, he got to jump in there off a bad hamstring. He finally get to play the Denver game, and then he have an excellent rookie year. Excellent
Right.
compared for a rookie. Anthony Brown gets benched in that year against the Chargers, benched, and that's the first time a Woolsey starts. So then
Right.
on, and this I always say this: you can always tell when it's illogical politics when you see illogical substitutions. So, like, remember the Raiders game in 2017? They was rotating Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, and Cheeto. Remember what they was doing with Church? The illogical, and Church said on your show and a show I did with him. He said, I was out after that. He said it didn't make no sense because he was clearly better than Heath and Wilcox. And what was they doing?
That rotating bullshit.
They was doing that rotating bullshit. So it's like
Jason,
you've been doing this.
Heath was one of their guys.
Right. So this Tiger, I'm just, it's like the only way this Tiger go change his stripes, I think it's gonna take the fan base calling it out. Because when the fan base together calls it out, they get serious about it. But when we divide it, they do what they want.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like you said, the thing with me, with this, in my opinion, is I'm watching this free agency. And if I see the same, this on, I don't have to see Dak. I don't have to see Dak signing. Dak signing didn't change shit in my head about the Cowboys.
Thank you, bro.
It didn't change nothing about me with Stephen Jones. It didn't change nothing. It didn't. I need to see y'all do some other things because that was a given that you were supposed to sign your quarterback. I'm not going to give you freaking backflips and hand claps for doing something that you were supposed to do. Preach. Let's get out there in that free agency and get some nuts and get a dog. You don't have to go crazy with the spending. I get it. I'm not trying to tell people go cap. I get it. But you can get a player, especially like we've talked about, boss, that guy's going to be cut. You can scoop a player that you probably would never get on the market any other time. So get aggressive out there and show. Don't talk about it. Don't clear this money and just be sitting around and not doing shit. Clear this money and get aggressive. I get it. First, second, third wave. I get it. You're not going to jump out there early. I get all that. But at the end of the day, there's a way that you know you're aggressive. Okay? And aggressive teams win.
And I'm almost certain, bro. This stubbornness at safety is coming from Steven. I'm almost certain.
Probably it is, because he's probably like, we okay, we can live without a safety. He's probably saying that.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's stubbornness from a high place. Because see, Will McClay brought him the bodies. He brought him Josh Jones. If I said, hey, bro, we got a second round, we got a safety that's 6'1", 6'2", 220, run a 4.4. That's a solid tackler. That's a dog. He didn't see the field with us, bro. He's starting at the Jags with a way better season, and he was on our team, bro, for less than $1 million. A second rounder that was drafted before a Woolsey, and we spit on it, bro. We keep doing that bullshit, and it's like, bro, and so that's why I'm sitting here, and we talked about this a long time ago. Like I said, we go bring back Xavier Woods, and you was like, boss. I was like, yeah, bro. And it's because of the pattern. We gonna do it. Like we brought back Thompson last year. That shit we gave Thompson a multiple year contract, bro.
You know what? I thought early, boss. I was feeling it. Remember, me and you were talking back and forth that they were gonna talk about signing Woods, and then we saw Mike Fisher talking about the shit. But I'm gonna keep it real. Just me now. Just me. I could be totally wrong in this, but I think the kickback was so damn stinchy when he made that damn post about Xavier Woods coming to the team. I think the team might be looking like, a lot of people just gonna hate this. We just gonna have to move on from you because just a lot of people not gonna like this.
Hey, let me shake
not
your
a
hand,
good.
bro.
It's not even a good PR move to bring Xavier Woods.
Thank you.
You feel me?
That's the only hope I got, bro.
Even on talent, it's a bad PR move to bring Woods back.
Yeah, it's a bad PR move. You're right. Bad. It's real bad.
It's real bad.
It's real bad because
he came on air and said nobody goes hard all the time.
He killed himself.
And you brought him back?
Yes. You're right. Then okay.
That's not good. No, you gotta get with him.
I'm gonna get some of that Kool-Aid. I'm gonna take a go for that one. No, that's real though. No, that's real. I'm gonna drink that one. I'm gonna take a cup of that. That's real, bro. I'm not gonna fight common sense. That's a good one. Is that the PR is where I could be wrong? That is just where the fans with Xavier Woods, we united against him. Like
the Cowboys Nation is united against Xavier Woods.
Right.
So you can't bring him back on a. You can't because Cowboys Nation is united in saying no to him. You can get better.
Yeah,
you don't have to do that. He's a 6th round pick.
Then what though?
Then I'm gonna say it's the same old shit and full of it.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
I'm not gonna be excited. I'm gonna be like, yep, same old shit. So whatever.
Yeah. It's gonna be major anger, and because I think Steven is also tone deaf, extremely.
He better not be on this.
He's extreme. Like people always laugh at that story, but it's not a funny story. To where you were so arrogant or whatever, or I ain't gonna say arrogant because he might not have been arrogant. He's also very principled. He overbelieve in budgeting, right?
Yeah, he's over
budgeter. He was so mad about Dion being signed that he jacked up his dad. I can't find another human in the world that thought Dion was a bad signing, bro. It's only one.
He brought a Super Bowl.
It's only one human in the whole world that was mad at the primetime signing. Primetime could probably play a little corner right now.
Probably could.
He probably could. He probably could give you 3 plays straight up. And you thought that was bad. And then you was taking Prime from San Fran. And they laughed at that like, yeah, we don't fight anymore. But you was so dug in that you couldn't see that Prime was the best way to get back to 5 or to get 5 at the time. And Prime did everything and more. Prime is the only athlete in the last 20 years to go both ways and special teams. And you didn't want that. And it was win across the board. It was win on all sectors. Marketing winning, special teams winning, corner winning. When Michael Irvin went down, play receiver. That man more than earned his money. Oh, I don't like it to the point I'm going to fight my dad. What the? That's who we dealing with, bro. Man, dog, that's why he could get signed too, because you dealing with a guy who he gets so pigeonholed into his numbers, he can't see past it, man.
Oh man, I hope not on this one though, dog, because I think that's going to be a lot of people going to be mad as shit. And here's the thing, there's no reason to sign Woods. Let's keep it real.
There's none.
There's safeties out there that's better than him that you can get for the same value. He's a 6th round pick. He is what he is. He's not going to get any better. He's plateaued, in my opinion. His ceiling is not up here. No, it's not. His ceiling is over. It's right here. So this would just be a mistake all the way around.
Just like Anthony Brown.
Cowboy. Just don't do it. You can cut Anthony Brown and save almost $3 million.
Well, we signed him. We never could have signed him.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. This is where you can show you got nuts, baby nuts, Jones. If you go out there and say, yeah, we signed you last year, it was a mistake, you cut. That's where I know you got nuts. But they're gonna have that sentimental value. We love you, Anthony Brown.
What are cuts right now? What are cuts?
You feel me?
This
Everybody else cutting players.
Yeah,
How come
where our cuts at? We cut a fullback in a system that don't even use them no more. We all knew that was
he was on COVID.
Yeah,
he opted out, and we cut him, and we're giving claps about that shit. See what I'm saying? That's the dumb shit. Don't start me getting mad before we get off here. Don't start me getting mad, boss, because that's that dumb shit.
I'm trying to get you mad, bro. I'm trying.
You cut in a fullback who was on opted out, and you made big headlines. Jameel's all the way cut.
Tough. We're serious about winning.
He didn't play.
He
didn't play. Okay, so what are we supposed to get excited about that? Show me tomorrow you cut Anthony Brown and you save $3 million. That's when I'm like, okay, because I guarantee you, boss, if they cut Anthony Brown after signing him, people in that locker room gonna get their minds right.
Yep,
they're gonna get their minds right in that locker room right after that, because they're gonna say, oh shit, y'all just signed Anthony Brown, y'all loved him and y'all cut him. That's gonna get their minds right. That's when they'll start being serious. But until you start making them type cuts, they're never going to respect shit up in there, and they're going to keep doing the same damn thing because there is no fear.
Oh, man, I just had to keep my finger up, man.
Ooh, damn. You feel me, dog?
Ooh, wait. Man,
there's no fear.
There's no fear, bro.
There's no fear.
There's none,
when you got Jalen Smith that can talk like that in the media,
there's no fear, bro.
When your linebacker can be cocky like that, man, just watch the tape.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Don't no leader say
no shit like
bro.
That. Yeah,
don't no leader say no shit like that.
When I saw
I'm keeping it real.
When I saw Xavier Woods miss 6 tackles and run to the mic, he knew nothing would go happen to him, and he was just smiling.
They know it.
They know it. And
Church
said it. Church said it, bro. Y'all need to go listen to the late night hype show.
He said it was too entitlement. He said it was
entitlement, bro.
He said there was too much entitlement in that locker room.
And then he brought out a new term that most people won't use, and he said Jerry's guys. See, because we've all heard Jerry. We've heard Gary guys. We heard the Scott Linehan guys. We've heard sometimes Steven guys. He was one of the first to say Jerry's guys. The problem is, it's too many people that know. And let me say it like this. When your players even think y'all have favorites, your coach are fucked up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because all of us trying to figure out,
what players are going to do. Yeah,
we trying to figure out where the favoritism come from. So we
can get some of it.
Yeah, we like right.
Let's keep it real. I need to get some of that. Yo, look, I'm trying to be on coach. Like, why do they try to play the favorites? Like, let's keep it all the way real, boss. Like, man, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't like it. That's the shit. I mean, you hear it in here. You see it. Like, and here's the thing. Like, no one better says, if they got rid of Lee and Crawford, that's not even going to make me believe it, because those guys are on the tail end. When you make me believe it is if you came out of nowhere and cut a Jalen Smith. You came out of nowhere and cut a Brown. That's when I'm like, okay, these mother suckers is serious. Then I will start tuning in and listening to your press conference. Then I'm going to start listening to you a little bit more in the media. Then I'm going to maybe follow the tweets a little bit more when you get some nuts and do some stuff like that. But when I don't see you doing no stuff like that, and you still loving your players, and we signed Anthony Brown to a 3-year deal, so we don't want to look stupid and cut him after the first year of signing him, so we're just going to keep him on the team and let him ride out the 3 damn years and then let him go because you don't want to admit shit. That's the shit I don't like. Like that damn Chief Keef song, that's the shit I don't like. That's the shit I don't like. I don't like no shit like that. When players can talk shit in the media and there's nothing for it. They ain't getting in trouble. And Barry said it himself. Too many people be talking in the locker room. He said too many people be talking on camera. He said it. He ain't say no names, but he said it on my last show. Too many motherfuckers talking to camera.
Right. And like Mercedes said, Woods laughed when he dropped them picks like a punk. That's what Mercedes said.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. We all saw that. Like those of us that love the team, why is that funny to you, bro? Why was that funny, bro? That was not funny, bro. Like that wasn't funny, bro. Like it's not funny that you was drafted so-called to be a ball guy, and then
you're not a ball guy.
You catch him in practice, but in the game,
we talking about
dropping them, and then laugh about it. And then my boy BJ said, Jimmy Johnson had favorites. He did. His favorite, the ballers was his favorite.
Can I tell you something? Okay, I just want to say this right quick too, boss. I was a coach and I had favorites.
Yeah,
and if you was a dog on the team, guess what? You was a favorite.
Yeah,
that's just the way it goes in any organization.
Yeah,
anywhere, any place. If you're a dog and you're a good person, good kid, you're gonna be favorite. But guess what? If you're not good and you mess up, you're gonna get a shorter leash. I don't give a hell.
Jimmy Johnson fired because BJ said, who did he cut? He cut some people, man. He cut the dude on that asthma stuff. Go to the asthma field. He cut him, and then he cut a running back and left us with just Emmett. Man, wow.
I mean, but here's the thing I respected about Jimmy. Listen, this is what I respected about Jimmy.
If you fumble, I'm gonna fire you, and he fumbled. He was cut.
Here's the thing, though. What I respected about Jimmy, he said, "I don't care what you think. I'm not treating a 7th round pick like I'm treating Troy Aikman.
No,
I'm not doing it. And that's why I respect him, because that's the damn truth.
Yeah.
You're not trading no 7. You just treat all the players the same. No, you're not. Troy Aikman was a dog. You got a 7th round player. You're treating him like Troy Aikman. No, you're not. If you F up 2 more times as a 7th round pick, you're cut. If you're Troy Aikman and you're a dog, you mess up 2 times, I'm just going to talk to you.
Get that shit together, dog, because I know you make you run. I'm gonna make you some laps.
That's reality, dog. That's just a fucking reality, bro.
And that is, and he was honest enough to say it. Like, and Aikman talked about it when he was getting into it with Switzer, and he said, "Man, you go just let these guys act like that." And then Switzer say, "What, you want me to cut our players?" He said, "No, don't cut the stars. Cut that guy, and that guy."
Right? He said, "Don't cut the stars, but you cut that guy, that guy."
Right. Yeah, no, like coaching, that's big. Like, and even, man, I watch Bar Rescue, right? That's one of my favorite shows where they go around and they change the culture of a bar to make it profitable. To keep it short, this is what my boy Taffy said. I love John Taffy because he fixed culture. The first thing he does is always fix culture. The thing he said is, I always find the weakest person and I fire them first. He said, that's the first thing I always do to turn around every bar. Just like you said with Anthony Brown. Now, we never talked about that, did we? We never talked about that. But that's psychology. Guess what? Jimmy Johnson was a psych major. So he knew, if I need to shake up my... Like, this is all you got to say about Jimmy Johnson.
It's mental. It don't have to. It's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing. It's how do you get the best out of your superstars? And so, like Jimmy Johnson, this is all you got to say about Jimmy Johnson, and let you know the power he had over that team. We blew out the Buffalo Bills for the Super Bowl. We would have owned the record for the biggest blowout until Leon let Don Beebe knock that ball out his hand. Now, this is with the ring attacked. They got the ring, okay? They sitting there with a ring. He stayed in the showers for hours because he was afraid to face Jimmy. This is with them winning.
Remember, he was going to get cut. Remember, he was worried about that Miami game.
Yeah,
he was worried because he didn't want to come out the room because he thought Jimmy Johnson was going to cut him after the fumble.
And that's Leon
and
Lett.
Everybody in the room thought he was going to get cut.
And that's Leon Lett.
That's Leon Lett, who was a dog.
A dog.
And he was worried about getting cut.
He was worried about getting cut. But Anthony Brown and Xavier Woods.
They ain't worried.
They ain't worried.
But
no, it is a big difference in this coach. It is like, yes, it's true. Jimmy Johnson did have his favorites. Yes, that is true. That is true. But they was the ballers. Period.
Yeah, and I mean, remember the Miami Dolphins? He made them better. So I mean,
yeah.
And
it
is what it is.
But we got to call out the politics, bro. All of us. We can't watch it and be like, well, that's just how it is. Because you know who's still not doing it? San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran had a chance to get them 2 more Super Bowls, even though they lost them. Okay. And just look at how they handled even when they moved on from Alex Smith. Alex Smith was 5-1 when they benched him for Kaepernick. Who does that? Who does that, bro? You had a dude that was a top 5 pick versus a quarterback that was like a second or third rounder in Kaepernick, but they went with him. I watched them they had Westbrook. They started an undrafted free agent over one of the best corners that they drafted. So no, you can choose as an organization that we're going to play the best man, regardless of where they come from. You can make that decision, but we can't give them passes for what's killing us. Because see, yeah, it's cute to have Xavier and Anthony Brown and Thompson out there and make the playoffs. It ain't cute when Brady run up on that film.
Man, we ain't making the playoffs with them on the back end. You know it.
But I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
No,
if you made it with them and then Brady sitting up there like, this the secondary.
You wouldn't even feel good going to playoffs with that damn back end, like for real. Right. Like everybody knows they would just get ate up alive like no other. So they got to make some differences. Like I said, before we get off here, because I'm about ready to go. I'm sleeping. But my thing is boss free agency. Like you don't have to go out there and go nutty. You don't have to, but you have to show us and the team that you are serious and you can make certain moves to let people know you mean business. It's the truth. And you don't have to go nutty, but you can show. And I think that's what the Cowboys have to do at this point. Free agency is right here. You can make some cuts to save some money. Stop waiting. You can cut Chris Jones right now. You can cut Anthony Brown because at the end of the day, you can draft corners. Are you sitting there thinking you have to have an Anthony Brown to make your goddamn team good? If you're saying that, then we're all screwed.
Anthony Brown shouldn't be a Cowboy.
He should not be a Dallas Cowboy.
He shouldn't be a Cowboy.
You shouldn't even sign him to a
5 years later. We still saying
after he got injured. He got injured and you gave him a contract. That's terrible.
Injured, bro.
After he got injured and didn't even have a good year before. And you gave him a contract, you rewarded him. Wow. That's weird.
So I'm watching the offseason. I don't have hope that we go stop the politics. I think we will have to stop them. I don't think they're going to stop. I think it's going to take the fans showing their power, showing their anger, showing they see it. Because also they treat us like we stupid. Like when they come out there and say, ha is not better than Thompson, that's treating you like you're stupid. When they come up there and say stuff like, well, we don't like Kenny Vaccaro because he don't fit our system. We like our guys. When Adams is lobbying to be with us and they say Xavier Woods took offense to that and he's gonna show everybody, you treating us like we stupid. You telling us Earl Thompson like you could
a bad word right now, boss. Xavier Woods, he's just a bad word. He's a cuss word right now. Xavier Woods is a cuss word right now. Every time you mention him, I just want to say, fuck him. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like now, like, and the sad part, this is the
Cowboys,
sad part.
If
they stop the politics, they would even play better. They will play better. If you made them feel like I'm going to lose my job, I guarantee you start catching them interceptions.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you don't have a fear of something happen to you, you don't worry about making the mistakes. You don't, because you know, as I said before, I've had football teams where I've had 30, 40 plus kids on 1 pound, right? And guess what? A lot of them were dogs. And guess what, boss? None of them people took practices off. None of them took plays off because you know what? I would look at them like, do it again. You're going to be out. And they knew better. But see, it's different, boss, when I had 15 kids and we had 11 on the field. Them dogs on my team be like, yeah, I'm looking at the lineup, coach.
You can't take me out.
Can't take me out, coach.
Preach that talk.
I don't think I'm going to come to practice today, coach. I'm tired.
You got to start me soon as I
got to start me when the game comes.
Ooh, y'all listening?
So my player will come in a little bit more frosty in practice because he knew. He knew. And I would
man.
see the attitude in his demeanor because he knew who you subbing at D tackle. You need me at D tackle. Who are you subbing in the middle? Yeah, you can be all hard and say, yeah, go sit your ass out and put him in the middle until that motherfucker getting gassed first, second, third play because they're going to see the sub and they're going to go right after him in the play and they're going to score a touchdown. Yeah, keep on sticking your chest out. It's real. And when a player knows that you can't do shit, they act a little bit different.
Yep.
So I'm going to end it on that one, boss.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to say nothing on that. Beautiful. Well weighted.
On that one. Another great one in the books, and it was because of that shirt.
Oh yeah, man. Let me plug my book real quick.
Plug all that shit.
Yeah, man. So like,
because we gotta have it on the next one because you need to have it up and tell them the price and all that. So
yeah, it's $5, man. It's
$5 holla.
It's a crack price.
Damn.
It's a crack price. I'm giving $300-$400 information for $5.
Damn, for $5 holla, y'all motherfuckers living good if you get it for $5 holla.
Yeah. And it's not just the price, it's the process you get. So, like for instance, the fact that me and Big Game debated today, right? And then BJ Nix told me to watch the Florida State on JOK, I still got to do. So when I go do that homework, when I change my mind on some of these things, because y'all go change my mind on some things, then it also upgrades the book. So you get to also be a part of the process in these debates. So it's multiple ways to debate us. You know what I mean? So you choose. You can debate in the chat. You can, obviously come to our pages and do that. But that's also how you can do that. So, and then I got a lot of videos that's getting ready to come out. That's going to be also a part of the book. So when I do a breakdown on the player, it's going to also upgrade in that book. You know what I mean? So you getting all of that for $5.
$5 holla. I'm gonna just be your spokesman. You getting all that for $5, boss? What? Tell me more, man. Where can you find this site? We're doing a commercial.
Amazon.
Find this.
Straight Amazon. So you go find it under Boss Cowboy Guide 2021. Okay. So and that's how you go find it. And then you go see it. You go see a lot because I haven't started running the ads on it and stuff. Because y'all go see ads on it and stuff like that. Because it's gonna be a part of the whole off season. Like this is not just a book I'm done with. Like when I write it, it's a part of a process to help us all learn together. Right. Also, over time, I will still even get the 2020 book because the 2020 book is history. So the good thing about it is you're able to see, because what I always map out on the first page is what our current free agent window look like. It's like it's timestamp. See what I'm saying? So you can say, who did we keep? Who did we cut? Who stayed? And when you look at it like that, the politics become even clearer. You see Thompson, Heath, and another, Kayvon Frazier was the safeties from last year. Then you say, now who did we pick and how are they doing? So you saw we picked Thompson. You saw Heath go over to the Raiders and play good. You saw Kayvon go over there and play better than what we signed over here. So you start seeing it. You look at the linebackers from 2020 that's in the book, and you say, okay, what was the linebackers? It was Michael Smith mainly as the main one as a start, and then it was Sean Lee. What did we end up doing? We went with the old man, right? What ended up happening? What we all said was going to happen. Injured, not himself, shell of himself. Where are we sitting at right now? Same fucking situation. Could it have been solved easily? What? Last year. Why? And how? Signing Malcolm Smith. So we sitting there, so that's why you want to keep up with all the guys, because the more you have, and when you look back, because I'm telling you, even though I write it with a team, I still look back and like, damn, I forgot. You know what I mean? So what about 2 years from now, when all those guys when I first wrote it, 2020, they're gonna be free agents. Now I got a guide and you got a guide that you could be able to go back and say, what was my opinion on those guys at that time and who's available? Where are they now? Would this be a time for us to go back in there? My pet cat, like my boy Big Game talked about, he got his pet cat. Well, 4 years from now, will he even remember him? You see what I'm saying?
I am. Yep.
But you see what I'm saying?
That's good to look back and say.
It's good to look back and say,
and then
what
check
happened?
his career. What happened?
Right.
Yep.
And then you're gonna also become a better scouter by doing it, because then it's gonna be some that you miss. Oh, you got a $50 one. We gotta slow down.
Oh my God, slow down on that. Mercedes. $50.
See what $50 do? That shit everybody has something.
Hey ho!
That shit everybody up, man.
Everybody $50.
Solid.
Dollar.
Solid. So get in the process, get in the process, and then me and Big, we in talks. We not gonna reveal.
I gotta say what he say though, boss.
Oh, my bad.
You can't talk on the 50.
She right. No, my bad.
Can't talk on the 50.
I know, man. That's look.
My dog Mercedes BMW Porsche with the $50 holla. Thanks for the show tonight, James. You my dog. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I really appreciate that. Boss, thank you for all the hard work you put into your analysis and the way you articulate your points, man. That's just some real shit. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me keep it super real. Like, I don't just be saying this shit just to say it. That shit mean a lot to me.
It do, man.
You feel me? Like, not even the holler. Yeah, that does mean something. So let me not lie. The holler does mean something. But the fact that, people recognize that, it makes you go harder. It makes you want to work even harder. It makes you want to study even more. It makes you want to delve in more. It makes you, when you're tired, boss, and you just want to go to bed, and you stay up and look at this scouting report one more time, or you look at this tape one more time, or you look at this player, or you read this article, or you look up some more in-depth facts, or you try to, you know what I'm saying, boss? You keep going hard when you see this type of stuff, man. And, I just really respect everybody who supports us. You feel me, boss?
Yeah, man.
From the subs, the members, everything. So shout out to my dog, because Mercedes been rocking for a while, for real.
Yeah.
So I just really appreciate you for the hollers, man.
And then honestly, to get that amount, I'm a man of the scriptures, and I don't apologize about that. All right. They talk about in the scriptures, no disrespect to anybody's faith when I say that. But they say in the scriptures that the Lord loves a cheerful giver. And the super chats is kind of like that, to where when people giving, they saying, we appreciate the work that y'all put in. And I definitely appreciate the words.
Yes.
But I also appreciate the fact that people saying, we want to help y'all continue.
Right. Yes.
And that's what the dollars is doing. It's helping us pay some of the bills and expenses that goes with doing this.
Yes.
Like Big Gang could have just threw up any kind of trash presentation, but now, man, he upgrading, he adding all the time, so am I. And so those super chats, as well as y'all appreciation, mean a lot. That's also why I slammed George, because it's like, nah, bro, I really didn't.
Not gonna disrespect us like that.
I didn't sleep this week to get that damn book out, bro. Like,
yeah, you feel me?
I was sleeping 3 nights, man. I got my own business. Plus doing, my own podcast, and I was writing that book, and I knew I wanted to get it out before free agency so that y'all could get way more value out of it,
And writing is hard.
And writing is hard, bro. And it's putting yourself out there, man. It's all kind of stuff. It
takes to write.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy, bro. It was and with a new podcast, it was hard as hell, bro. Like, I underestimated it. So just appreciate that. Yeah, it is a lot of work that Big Game James and other podcasters put in it. So y'all continue to show love. Y'all continue those super chats.
And continue to support my dog's YouTube channel, man. You got your YouTube up popping now. I've been seeing your shows because I'm already subscribed to you, so all your shows come up on my notifications now. So please, Boss was going heavy on the Facebook, but he came down to that YouTube Big Dog Arena.
That's where the dog's at.
You feel me? He came to the Big Dog Arena. So please, man, go out there. Y'all talking about y'all. Man, I love what Boss got to say. Well, then get your ass on over there and show love and become a
subscriber. Yeah, and lastly, I got 9 videos getting ready to come out on YouTube. So, and it's gonna be about 17 by the end of the week. Because now that book is behind.
Yeah, you got to get them videos out.
It's about the videos now.
Yeah, got to get the videos with the players.
With the players, right? Because it's gonna give y'all a chance to correct some of my errors. Like I'm gonna say this for the last time. Yeah. It's written in pencil. Like, nobody fully right now. Anybody that's arrogant enough to act like your list is trash. Let's wait till these pro days. Let's wait till all the data's in. You also ain't done doing your own research. And
but look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I had McNeil was my top guy until I kept on watching Marvin Wilson. Like, you can you hold on a player for 2-3 months, and then you're like, you know what? I really liked him, but this kid just overtook him in my book.
Right. Yeah, I kept chewing on it, and then I finally swallowed. You know what I'm saying? So this is a chew period. It's a chew period for everybody. So that's why I don't do the arrogant shit like, oh, that's a dumb mock. Now you dumb for thinking it's a dumb mock. Because honestly, all mocks are dumb until free agency.
For real. And
all mocks are just entertainment.
I'm gonna just keep it real. Mocks are just doing because you're bored and you're just trying to pass the days until free agency and draft come. That's the only reason why you do 732 mock drafts.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I doing all the mock drafts? I'm gonna keep it real. I don't disrespect nobody that does mock drafts. I am not disrespecting anybody that does it, but I'm not doing them. I'm gonna do one because why? For what? No hate on nobody else, but for what? Because it's just fun.
Yeah, it's all it is.
It's just fun.
Yeah, and because it's different executives, different GMs in every room, and you acting like you got a
you feeling good like you a GM today.
Like, yeah, you got a camera in everybody war.
Yeah, everybody looking at you like, well, you ready? Hey, don't tell me you by yourself and you don't be feeling like you a GM when you about to make the damn pick.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. With us. But I just don't like
sitting there with the clock like
that's stupid. That was dumb. And that mock, I was like, bro, like it's like that's arrogance. And it's like, it's like give everybody time to digest during this period. Like I haven't even listened to anybody. I'm now starting to because the book is written. Now I start peeking out. But I ain't listened to one person except when I do shows with you. That you probably the only person I go back and forth with when I do shows. That's it. But yeah, man. So we appreciate this. So y'all definitely go subscribe and like us on Boss Cowboys Sports as well as Facebook and YouTube, and get ready for those videos. And don't just go in there and love them. Go in there and pick it apart. Like if it's genuine. Like if it's like
don't just come in there and be the goofy.
Yeah, don't be a goofy ass like George.
Don't be a goofy like George.
But if you got real critique like Boss, you missing on JOK because of X, then I promise you, I take everything y'all take serious, bro. Yep. Like I remember BJ will tell you, he said go watch the Florida game last week. People think I forgot that. I said I'm gonna go check it out because I don't have as high a grade on him yet. You know what I'm saying? So
it's all good. But hey, man, another one in the books. We were supposed to get in last Saturday, but that was my fault. My ass fell asleep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
It happens, man.
It's funny because when I fell asleep, I woke up. I said, "Boss ain't even hit me up, so he must have been good."
I was like that book, bro.
I know that's what I do when you do it. Yeah, look, I know what Boss was like. Yeah, hit me back. I know he was probably saying, "All right, I wasn't trying to do it anyway."
Because I try to keep my word good. Yeah, if I say I'm gonna do it. But I was like,
look, I could tell because when I woke up, it was like 10 o'clock. I said, "Damn, Boss ain't even hit me back." Oh yeah, he want to do it.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda shit.
I said that's my knucker because he was like, I'm wrong with you, dog, but I really don't want
Twitter. And on our Twitters, did I trip? Did I trip at all? Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, brother.
Hey, what's up, dog? Like,
hey, nothing ever happened. What's up, man? Oh, what show? We missed the show. What? Fuck that show.
That shit had me weak, dog, because I was like, damn, he didn't even talk about the show. He mentioned, I said, what's up? He was just like, oh, what's up, dog? Then he didn't even say, oh, damn, why she ain't hit me up? And that's what I was like, oh, okay. He didn't not want to do that. He was probably like, don't hit me.
Good. No, I was like, good.
Don't hit me up. Don't hit me up. It's 9:30 now. Oh, it's 10.
I was like, 10:01. Turn your phone off. Turn it off. He said 10. Turn that shit off. Let him come in here like, hey, man, we doing the show. I ain't even see it, bro. I mean, my phone's off, bro. My bad. You were late.
Oh, my God. I
was ready to blame you.
I already knew when you
called me with some. Hey,
I was like, man, he didn't hit me back. I love that dude because he did not want to do this. That's why I love it. I said, that's my nigga because he'll play with me.
Next day, hey man, how you doing? Twitter, hey.
Exactly. Like I was like, hey, what's up, dog? Like, what's up, dog? I'm like,
but on the cool, I wouldn't trip anyway.
Oh, I know. I'd have been the same way. Like,
much, bro, it's like, damn.
I would have still like if you did the same thing to me, I've been like, I'm tired as hell, but we rocking.
Yeah. But I'm even. It's like like if you gank a show and I gank a show, we ain't taking that personal because we know we already juggling a million damn things. You know what I'm saying? So
and we boys
I
and
know
we
you were,
DNC.
it's like damn, I ain't gonna get mad and I done did 20 damn shows with my
You're
man.
right, and then be like, oh, what you can't? Oh, that's fucked up. You can't even hit me up.
Good, fuck nah.
I really would have to look at you like, really?
Yeah, nah, bro. Man, you know, like we've been a major blessing to each other.
That would even that
Yeah,
doesn't
we've been a major
that don't
blessing
even
to each
happen.
other's
Hey,
brands.
and when I come home next month,
we kicking it.
oh, we
We in
kicking
the
it.
streets hard.
We in them streets.
I'm
We in
gonna
them
take you
streets,
through
baby.
my town, and then you got to take me through your
Yes,
town.
we in the streets because I'm taking over my sisters, my cousins. We kicking it, dog. So just so everybody know, before we get off of here, I'm gonna be back home in Texas, April 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Don't be a psycho. I will be strapped. If you try to get near me, you're gonna get popped. So stay away from me. I ain't on that shit. But on the real, I'm gonna be down there kicking it. All my peoples, I'm just letting you know. BJ, if you're still on here, whatever, all my Texas peoples, I don't have mad people hit me up. I'm talking about kicking it. So we go to restaurant, have drinks, whatever, dog, because I'm trying to do a live, maybe at a spot. So please, hey, let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it, have some drinks, 024 in it. Feel me? I'm having my dog. We're gonna do a live show. Me and Boss gonna do a live show out that bitch. So we're just gonna have a good time, man. So just make sure you get ready for that next month. I'll be back home in Funky Town doing the damn thing. We're gonna do the damn thing. We're gonna kick it hard, go hard in the paint, talk Cowboys, do how we do, and then go from there. You feel me? And I think, Boss, that they said camp is gonna be open for California this year. I'm gonna be back there. I'm gonna be back there. I'm gonna you gotta try to get to Cali, dog.
I've been hearing that, man.
Man, you got to get to Cali, Boss.
I take it when it come home, like when they bring training camp home.
I know, but it ain't nothing like Cali, big dog.
I'm
just fam.
Do it, bro.
It's not close.
Oh, for real.
Cali is so, and where they're at in Oxnard, it'll be like an 85 to like 90 degrees, but it's not hot. It's like not the burning heat. It's so comfortable, bro. Go there. You'll be like, I'm coming here every year. Facts.
Well, I'm coming this year then.
I'm going back to Cali.
I'm coming.
Cali.
And we go all do our thing out there too, man. We go do some shows out there and all that. And
the Ninja. Well, I'm gonna be in April 15th through the 19th in Texas, and then I'm probably I'll be in camp whenever that week of the blue-white scrimmage. I'll be there that week because I always want to record the blue-white scrimmage because that's when you can see the guys. So whenever that scrimmage is, I'll be there that whole week. I've already got it locked in. I already told my boss. I already told all them camp I'm leaving. So whatever. So they're like, all right, you cool.
I love when you say that too, bro.
I'm whatever. I'm doing it anyway. So I don't care what you say. And they're like, okay, it's cool. They was like, just let us know. Cause I told them any job I get now, boss, I tell them off rip. Look, I do this and that's major. This job is minor. It's to pay the bills and that's it. So don't push me into, well, you want to grow in the company? No, I don't. I don't want to grow in this company ever. Now, I want my money, but I don't want to grow here. Okay. I just want to pay bills.
Yeah. And then this is going to become your bill maker in a minute. It is. It is, man. I think all of us on the front end of the new wave of entertainment, which is podcasts. And honestly, just keeping it 100, podcast is where the best information is.
For real.
It's just where the best information is. It's like y'all all know that it don't even almost matter who you listening to. All of us go hard as hell. I know I go hard in the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I know BJ go hard, and I know a lot of people go hard as hell. But it's the information is down here, man. And then I said it like this today. I was talking to West Coast when I said this. I said, man, like the podcasters are like America, and then everybody else is like the British in like England. You know what I'm saying? They got the money when we got our independence, but them Americans had heart. That's what the podcast community is. It's heart and passion. We do this shit for free before we get paid. And we usually do this for years before we get $1. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm happy to see somebody put $50 in, because I know for a while he did it for free. I know for a while he was working 2 or 3 jobs. Dude worked 12 hours a day and then come right home and do 3 hours. That's hard, bro. That's shooting out the trees like them Americans versus them British. You know what I mean? Them people that work them 8 hours and they got the Dallas.com behind their name. When they done with their 8 hours, they done. Not us. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things to where We shooting out of trees, man. So the best way to really help us, if you ain't did nothing, hit them like buttons real quick. Just real quick. Just hit them likes, hit them subscribes, and hit them shares. Like, go share it. Like this show, go to somebody like, man, this page right here, or what they talked about, this group would need to hear this or would like to hear this. To just listen in and don't share this movement is not really doing the movement of being a loyal fan. Cause like that's how we cause changes, when all our voices are united on what's smart and what's best. So yeah, so just do that. Like, hit them likes and hit that share, and keep doing it when you on here. Especially, I saw people laughing. We were going off on George, man. It was lit up, man. It was lit up, bro.
It was fun.
Yeah. So
was fun.
share them moments. Let other people see what y'all experiencing.
Yeah, because we ain't just on here just talking Cowboys. We kicking it. We having a fun time.
Yeah,
like
my dog.
this is a time to get away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just not in here just a Cowboys. We here to kick it, talk about, just talk shit. We ain't. Oh, and yeah, and what happened on this, boss? First down, it was ain't nobody talking like that up
Yeah, we're live. I'm live here from Oak Cliff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man,
we ain't doing that shit. We everybody, motherfucker. We just
how you the same Marcus and Boss Cowboy in the barbershop, the same one you're looking at now. He's like, Marcus live from sitting there at Arlington AT&T Stadium, coming to you about the breaking. What the fuck, man? Nah, man.
Right.
Like, nah. BJ is what you see.
Yeah, and BJ talking the truth. He own his own business, so he be up in that bitch from sun up to sun down.
Yeah, and Big Game James is what you see. We are what you see. Is I'm not gonna talk any different. I'm not gonna act any different. Big Game ain't gonna talk any different. When I first met Big Game, that's the most thing I wanted to see. I want to say, is he really like this, or is that a show? And when I met him, he was like, my dog. You know what I'm saying? And then we start wrapping it up. We had some drinks.
When I saw you there, I was like, "Oh yeah, we kicking it."
And I wasn't even thinking about no podcast. Then I was like, just like, hey man, I like this dude. He's a dude that's grinding, chasing his dream, and he passionate and he go hard. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, man, we was on the soapbox at the end, but hey man, I meant everything I said though.
Yeah, and hey. You know what it is, dog. My DFW PNC. That's what it is. That's why I put it all the way out. It's my DFW PNC, and we're gonna rock for life, and we really gonna kick it next month. We're gonna have a good time. So I can't really wait for that, man.
Yeah, yes,
man. Shout out to everybody that was in the building today. We had a great crowd today. Shout out to all my members. BJ became a moderator because that damn Google moderator kept on trying to time his ass out. So I said, you just gonna be a mod now. You feel me? You a mod guy, as they say. Now you a mod guy. He said, yeah, that's how I do it, but feel me, that's my dog. I love you, BJ. Love you, life, man.
That's my dog.
BJ, yeah, I love BJ. I love BJ to the fullest. He's a cool ass motherfucker. He's a real motherfucker. Yeah. And he's a real ass motherfucker. That's all I can say. And I can't say, I don't need to say no more. If the only thing I can say about you is real, then I don't need to say nothing else about you. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate you, BJ. 100 all day. And like I said, I appreciate everybody who was in the building. The donations were awesome. Shout out to my guy, Mercedes, BMW, Porsche for the $50 holla. Shout out to everybody that dropped the hollers a day. And like you said, I told my girl this the other day. If I had just 5 people listening to me, obviously you say, well, damn, I want 50, 100 and this, all that. But people really need to understand, if you got one person taking the time out of their day to listen to you, that's big. So that's why I'm always grateful for all the listeners that we always have, because you know what I'm saying, it's the small things to me, and that's just really big. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's always continue to support the movement. Please continue to support the movement with Boss Cowboys, myself. Promote the truth. Educate the uneducated. That's what we're trying to do. So make sure you support that movement like no other. So without further ado, Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation, my dog, Boss Cowboy Sports, DFW PNC for life. And you know how we do, man. We brought some more heat tonight, man. Make sure you go like, subscribe, share all that good shit, and let everybody know about the movement, man. And we'll be talking to you soon. And make sure you be out there and watching these channels. All right. Thank you for the time. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.